everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to Simpcast with Chrissy Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this is calls for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me you're my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
Will you say my name again? I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man? Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospital meeting earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Aww.
He's adorable. So.
If my babies fall out, this is your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me? If my babies fall out, this is your fault,
Whoa!
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut.
Yeah, right then. Bush cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, are you? Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay.
Misa Kochata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sunday, Monday, happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy day. Thursday, Friday, happy day. The weekend comes, my cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men. Yeah.
Hello, Sunday Simpers. Welcome to Simpcast. It is our pre-Christmas Simpcast. Oh my goodness, the year has flown by. It's really crazy how fast it has. I just got beat up by my 8-month-old. Wow, second to last Simpcast of 2024. This is wild. This is so crazy. Hello everybody. Hope you guys are excited for the holidays. We got a lot of internet to discuss. We got a lot of fabulous ladies on the panel for tonight. Hello, Russell Hall. Brett Cooper is Ben Shapiro in a wig. Prove me wrong. Oh, you're the first one to have that thought, Russell. Goodbye. Sorry. I don't know why I'm giving sass out the gate. I'm in that kind of mood. Without further ado, let's bring on the ladies, shall we? Some you might know, some might be new to you, but you're going to end up loving them all and following them all. Jasmine St. Clair, Christina, Jan Arquette, Kiana Thompson. Woo! Hi, everyone. Jasmine, you kind of look like you're in a subway, but like a clean one.
A clean one. Yeah, absolutely. I'm in a New York subway. No, I'm just missing my Trump calendar. That's like the last piece of decoration.
You're like you're in a New York City subway, except one where people don't get set on fire.
Exactly.
I was like, Jasmine, we can't play that clip. we're gonna be taken out if we play that clip. And that's gonna bum people out. We gotta keep it lighthearted. We gotta keep it upbeat. And for that reason, I'm turning on my Christmas sweater. It's on. That's
Ooh.
right. Yeah. You guys
Your
are
nipples are flickering.
You guys are very much worth the battery on the sweater. Yeah.
How were you trying to save battery power?
Yeah, I was rationing it. I would do a little bit here, a little bit there. Sometimes I'd be in the presence of people. I turn it off. I go, you're not worth the battery power on this sweater. You know what I mean? And okay, my camera's a little bit high, but that's probably because I'll be pumping milk at some point in the stream. Hi, everybody. Hi, Keanu. I love your little Christmassy clips.
I almost threw them out after I bought these with you at Kohl's, I think last year.
Oh, that's right.
I saw them. You know how I love to throw things away.
Mhm.
New clothes, I love it. Put it on the street, and I went, keep them. And when I went looking for them, I'm like, yes, I'm glad I have.
I mean, throw them away. You can throw them away after Christmas if you really want, but to make it all the way to the end of December and still have them.
Well, now I've worn them for 2 years, so I'm glad I kept. They're something special, and I don't think they'll ever be replicated. So I'm really glad.
Until Claire's makes them again.
Exactly.
Hi, Jasmine. What's new with you other than waiting for your Trump calendar?
Oh yeah, no, it's here. I just have to wait for the 1st of January. I have a ticket to the inauguration, but I don't think anyone else really signed up for that. Yeah, I'm so excited. Then I just have my live stream every Mondays. I'm doing my podcast. And by the way, I have had girls drop off at the last minute from doing my podcast after I became extremely vocal about where I stand politically. So finally
how
it's
that
happened.
happens.
I'm so happy. Like, I don't want you on my show anyway, you buzzkill.
Let's name names. Let's get it out there. Who do we hate
on your
right now?
podcast, and it's the funnest podcast in town. And anybody that would drop off for you being vocal that's very untoward. So
It's rude.
It is. It was Amy something or another. You're like a cam girl. You should be freaking honored. I've even asked you to be on here. And another girl named Penny Barber.
Okay. Yes. I don't know who they are. Let's spill the tea anyway.
That Penny Barber. I know it. Yes. I don't know who that is either. But
I always enjoy the excuses. Like I've been doing this for so long on so many different shows, and I find it is like, and I'm not talking shit because it's happened so often that it's just what I've experienced in my life. It's happened enough so that I can see a pattern. It's very much like women in the adult industry have a habit of they'll cancel last minute, and often they will say like, I had to something with their dog. The dog had to go to the emergency room. The dog, it was very ill, or like they suddenly, had to throw up. They always involving a sudden illness. Dogs, people,
a pet.
So
nails.
That's
what this one did the last time. Oh, it's the only day I can get in to see my nail girl. Okay, fine. Then the next time, I forgot we're shooting content.
Jasmine, somebody canceled you over getting their nails done?
Yeah, but
come
hang
on.
on a second.
That's amazing.
I've canceled hair appointments because my cat was sitting on my lap and I couldn't get up.
Wow.
That's fine. That's love.
You're like, look, I fell asleep weird and my leg is got a
Right.
cramp
Unless
in
her
it.
nail lady was sitting on her lap, I don't think it's a very good excuse. Right.
Wow. Christina, what is new? It's been a minute since I've had you on the show. What is new in your life? What's new in your streaming world? Give us a quick update.
Gosh, not much. I've just been working, trying to get my documentary done. It has been it's been quite a project. We put out our second trailer, which I was super proud of because that kind of showed all the work we'd done. We put out the first one after we'd only done like 1 or 2 interviews, and then we used our fundraising to do all the other stuff we needed to do. So the second trailer was much more like fleshed out and really showed like all the work we'd done. But now I'm in the process of trying to pitch it to networks and streaming services, which is a lot of work that I didn't know was going to be so difficult.
Wow. Yeah.
But hopefully we'll have some good news on that soon.
And the trailer, is that the one that's on your website right now?
Yes, that revamped website also, by the way.
KNK
That's
Film.
the other thing I've done.
KNKfilm.com. I'm going to bring up the website real quick just so people can see. The trailer is 5 minutes long.
It's not
Wow.
technically 5 minutes. I added a bumper video just to remind people to fundraise, to help us finish it. The trailer itself is like 2 minutes long.
Oh, okay. So there's the bumper at the end of it. All right, let's play a little ditty. Why not?
All right.
Kidnap and kill an FBI terror plot. Before I play this, Christina, can you give the audience, just for people who've never heard of you or your work, a brief summation?
Yep, I am an independent journalist and currently working on my first documentary. This is on the Governor Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping plot, which, if you guys remember, was a big thing in 2020. These guys were arrested a month before the 2020 election, and they were just totally smeared in the media, totally framed and set up. Half of these guys have been acquitted. The other half are appealing right now. And I've been, covering the case for 4 years. The documentary has been 2 years in the making. And I've been working with the incarcerated guys, the acquitted guys, their family, the unindicted co-conspirators, and traveled across like 9 states to interview people. So it's been quite a lot, quite a big project.
It's a labor of love, though. Okay,
It
let
is.
it hit it.
I'm hooked already. And we go now to new developments in the plot to kidnap and kill Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
13 suspects arrested, including 7 alleged members of a right-wing militia group
who are preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me.
The defense claims the FBI, through undercover agents and informants, were behind the plan, and that Fox and Croft were duped into going along with it.
What the FBI did is unconscionable.
It's almost like they had their evidence, had their facts, and created the crime.
Let's get a plan together to attack our governors all at the same time.
We can cloud the water. We can send everybody into disarray and chaos.
He's the perfect chameleon. He knew exactly what to say, how to say it.
Dan Chappell was the driving force of it all.
He was there to lead. He was there to orchestrate.
I think he viewed us as an opportunity.
Everything here is a lie or a manipulation.
It's almost impossible to fathom how brazen, how bold, and how dangerous these individuals were.
Thank you to the fearless FBI agents.
Inside the takedown of the FBI agent who led one of the nation's biggest domestic terror investigations.
If you can think of a synonym for patriots, think of terrorists.
You're seeing the exact same methodology being used without difference.
Everything about this case was a terrorism attack, I agree, by the FBI.
Unlimited power, unlimited money. My biggest fear is being, called a terrorist from the nation that I love.
Your entire life could be taken away from you for something you didn't do.
What they've done is destroying lives.
And I will not stop until he's free or I die.
Wow.
The saying we have in my office is don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Literally from the FBI's own mouth. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Whoa, that gave me chills.
That's the goal.
Not knowing anything, if I saw a preview for that, the violin.
Yes.
The word unconscionable. The drama. I'm watching this. That was
good.
incredible. Yeah. Holy moly.
Very
legit. It's been a lot of work, and we have a lot of materials we're working with as far as the discovery goes. Like, there's going to be stuff in there nobody's seen before. There's going to be interviews with people nobody's heard of because maybe they had their house raided, but they weren't actually charged. So the FBI did that to a bunch of people. There's like 20 unindicted co-conspirators in the case, which is crazy. So it's a big story, and it was bigger than Michigan. They wanted it to be a multi-state plot. As you hear, Bill Ralston, the prosecutor, say it in the trailer, like, oh, they were planning to attack the governors all at the same time. Absolutely nonsensical. That was the FBI's plan, frankly. And so hopefully people get to see like who these people really are, get to hear their families and from the men themselves, which I think is the most important part of it, because they never testified at trial except the last 3 guys at the final trial. The other guys were all advised not to testify on their own behalf. So the only thing that was out there to show who they were is these little clips of them taken from like militia meetings and trainings where they're drunk and stoned and like, talking crap during the lockdowns. And they just like edit together this false story. And, really we have uncovered like, it's just what we have here is such a disgusting example of entrapment. Like, I really don't see any other modern case that parallels to this where you could say 12 informants, 3 undercover agents, and 14 guys charged. So you had more feds than actual people in this case, and they all come into it at different times and in different ways. You know, maybe their exposure to the feds was minimal, maybe it was not. So some of them, maybe they attended one meeting, one FTX. And so their story is different than like the founders of the Wolverine Watchmen, the group that the FBI took over.
Wow.
How?
Oh
Yeah,
my God. So
it's a big
interesting.
project.
I know,
Yeah.
Jana, I don't want to make it seem like I'm ignoring you. Hello, Jana. Hi, Jana. Hi, Jana. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? What's new in your world?
It's Christmas madness here. I have 2 little kids, so just, you know.
Have you been okay? This has been a heated debate, and I have so many more questions for you, Christina, too. But I was like, I can't let Jana feel ignored here. Are you guys because I've heard the way that parents handle the gifts from Santa. Some say they wrap them. I was raised in a house where Santa wrapped the gifts. My parents wrapped their gifts. I continue to wrap gifts for kids that are from Santa. But other people think, no, Santa doesn't wrap gifts. Santa leaves gifts in a pile. And I've heard some people say Santa doesn't even say who gifts are for who. Santa just leaves gifts. Poof, be gone. Doesn't even say this pile is for little Jody. This pile's for little
Drop
Holly.
them down the chimney. He sets them out in a display-like way.
Right. But some people won't even write the name. Like, I guess I very much disagree with the camp of people who say that Santa doesn't wrap the gifts and doesn't even say who they're for.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I think that just sounds lazy.
Yes, it's extremely lazy.
No offense, it's a little low effort. You know, is it really that difficult to buy separate wrapping paper?
It is lazy. It depends upon. Do you open gifts from the family under the tree from each other on Christmas Eve? That's what we did, right? You open those wrapped gifts. This is one mom to Kiki to mom, dad to Kiki, whatever, right? You open those gifts, they're wrapped. But then Santa comes. And if we just have me and my brother, Santa, there's a clear female side of the gifts in the living room, all set out really beautifully. And then a clear Rocco side, right? All set out really beautifully. Unless Santa's leaving gifts for everybody in your family, Chrissy, you just have one child, so he'll know they're his.
No. Yeah, I'm not so much talking about like with the situation with my baby, but I've heard other people with kids, they don't wrap the Santa gifts and then they leave them all out, and it's up to the kids to figure out whose
is whose.
And I think that's absolutely insane.
That's madness.
Yeah.
We wrap ours with separate Christmas paper, and then I put glitter all over the Christmas presents from Santa from the Christmas angel, because Santa needs some help.
I love the glitter. Plus, the glitter probably pisses off the men in the house.
Oh yeah,
which I love
everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my family was doing it all wrong. We had just displays. Santa just came and just did a display of
Keanu,
gifts.
in your house, were the Santa gifts wrapped or not wrapped?
No, they were displayed beautifully, but not wrapped. We would walk down and look at them. And then we would know what it was, but there was a lot, so we would just like fish through them. But no, not wrapped. Definitely not wrapped.
Wow. Jasmine, do you remember if Santa wrapped or didn't wrap your gifts as a kid?
He wrapped the gifts for me, and I left cookies out for him, and he'd have his cookies.
Yeah, you gotta leave the cookies out.
Yeah, it's fun to like open it up and see what's in there. I think it's the whole anticipation as a child, you know, unwrapping everything. So yeah,
that's the whole fun is the unwrapping.
You guys open gifts from each other on Christmas Eve though, like family gifts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we
just one.
It's interesting because like my family growing up, big on Christmas Day. We did nothing Christmas Eve. But when I got married, Frank's family, the Italians, they almost treat the Christmas Eve as a bigger deal because the fishes and the hype is with Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Right. I mean, we're also hungover Christmas Day. I mean, who wants to unwrap a gift from Santa? We know he's not real, all right? Like,
Right.
Christmas
Of
Eve is the
course,
thing.
Santa is real, Keanu. What if there are kids watching?
I forgot. Yeah, I hope.
I hope not. I actually put them. Go to
We were
bed.
just kidding.
Go to bed, everyone.
Sorry, I was teasing. I
I
forget
really,
myself.
I hope kids aren't watching this show. Okay. Christina, do you remember? Did Santa wrap or not wrap your gifts as a kid?
I honestly can't really remember. I think he did.
Being a
'cause I just have
documentary, I
memories
don't
of my
remember this
grandmother.
Janet, do you remember?
He wrapped.
He
My
wrapped
dad wrapped.
Okay. Interesting.
Poorly.
Okay, I want to know what the
will
chat thinks.
What will your Christmas be like? So it's Bean's first Christmas. So what are you planning?
Oh my goodness. Well, he's already pulled the tree down once. And Frank was trying to have a whimsical baby by the tree moment, like showing him the ornaments, and he was like, "Aga!" And he just like took a branch down, and he really dismantled the integrity of the tree, because now it doesn't quite stand up straight no matter what we do to it. And we even ordered a new tree stand, sloshed water everywhere. At least the tree just didn't fall into his playpen. That would have been, because he would have eaten the needles for sure.
Timber.
And, so I don't know. I'm very much pro obviously Santa, but I don't know how I feel about the elf. I feel like the elf is a little stupid, and that's a new thing. They did not have that for us, like, millennial Gen X. There's no elf on a shelf. There was no like, oh, you have to move the elf every day. He comes after Thanksgiving and he has to move every day. The elf has to be in different scenarios. Oh, you have to put the elf in the sink and make it look like he's taking a shit. Oh, you have to put the elf with a pile of marshmallows. Oh, the elf tried to turn the oven on. Oh, the elf has a girlfriend. They're gonna get married.
The elf on the shelf.
Yes.
It's too much.
It's a
so
thing.
stupid. I don't. Whose idea was that?
Not mine, but we totally participate, and
It was a marketing.
It's just crazy.
I'm sure I'll
A
have
marketing
to do it.
thing.
I'm sure I'll have to do it. But
You will.
It's another thing to do. It's another lie to keep up.
To move the elf on a shelf. We never did it. But I just gather from what you're talking about, that the elf on a shelf, you have to move it every day. Like
The elf
it
is
causes
looking
you-
at you.
Yes.
The elf is
Yep.
watching you. I don't know, brush your teeth or something. And if you don't floss, he tells Santa. I don't know. The elf is supposed to be.
It's Santa's
Basically-
spy, I
Santa's-
guess.
Yeah, he's gonna narc
Santa's
on you.
private investigator, but tiny. Okay, I guess.
Exactly. And then he
I'd
goes back
so
to the
rather
North
move
Pole.
the little doll elf on a shelf like around Eugene all day than wrap any gift ever. I'd be like, that's perfectly fine. I'm like, I'll put this bitch up here somewhere so that Santa, knows what the kids are up to. I don't know.
I'm gonna be like, the elf got into the wine. He's gonna do all sorts of. I will probably get into it and think of hijinks and make a zip line for it and stuff like that. But
Zip line like it's in Costa Rica.
yeah,
I did that with Christmas lights 2 years ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Here
This
I am,
year,
totally on board now.
Our angel, that's the name of our elf is Angel, but it
Aw.
pooped little chocolate
Aw.
chips, and that was about as creative as we got this year.
And then did someone have to eat his poop, or did you?
Ugh. No, we threw them
No.
away.
Okay.
Yeah, they were contaminated. They were on the toilet.
Oh, that's
Ew.
cute. See, the elf, he got close, but not close enough. They don't toilet train these elves over at the North Pole.
They're a little
that's
messy.
cute. That's cute. All right.
I want an elf now. Now I want one.
I guess I'm just like, first of all, who invented this elf on the shelf thing? How did they pull it off? How did a brand new Christmas tradition form within the last what, 15 years? Like when did this
I
start?
think it's way older. Elf on a Shelf sounds. First of all, it's a rhyme.
It can't be. It was not part of the 80s.
True.
Okay, so maybe this came
Wasn't.
about
Wasn't in
in
the
your
90s.
childhood, Keanu, in the 90s. I don't know. It was not an 80s thing.
Again, we didn't even wrap Santa gifts, so we didn't do Elf on a Shelf. We got drunk on Christmas Eve, and then we laid out the presents in an aesthetically pleasing way. But we could look it up. Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, 2005. Elf on a Shelf started. It was a book by Carol V. Ebersold.
So I carry the 12. How many years ago was that?
That's way earlier than I thought.
Yeah. That was a little older.
I guess
than
I'm a
that.
little annoyed. Like who had the power, the marketing genius to create a literally nationwide, if not worldwide, brand ass new tradition? You know what I mean? Like that's
Sneaky.
that's an amazing thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once they had the Facebook mommy groups, it was over. They got us all competing.
I didn't plan to talk about this, but I clearly have feelings about this. What's the Elf on the Shelf story? Here's the beloved Christmas tradition originated.
This is like how you don't like sneezing because you think it's a waste of time when it
is
takes seconds.
It is a waste of time.
It's
You're
rose.
I hate sneezing because you're in no control of your body. You just have to throw your hands up and you're at the mercy of whatever your body wants to do during that sneeze.
2 seconds. You could just move the elf.
It doesn't. Sometimes it's 2 sneezes, sometimes it's 3 sneezes, sometimes you go and you just sit there with your face like, and then sometimes you lose a sneeze, and like how long do you have to like wait?
It's
like
very frustrating. Yeah.
Wait for it to come back down. I really hate sneezing. So even Santa Claus gets by with a little help from his friends.
Oh.
Although he sees you when you're sleeping and knows when you're awake, Saint Nick relies on some intel from his trusty elves, officially known as Scout Elves, to determine if you've been really bad or good. Small but mighty, these red-suited elves have become a fixture in homes all around the world. How? They arrive in homes in late November or early December and fly back to the North Pole. How, though? Because some people don't have chimneys. Some people never open a friggin' window in their house.
Right. Well, how does Santa get down if you don't have a chimney?
Is it a spying device?
Yeah.
Parents embrace the magic and spend the month arranging their adopted elves in varying setups, some easy, some elaborate. Okay, let's get to the how did this happen? Who pulled this off? Children can talk to their special visitors, though. Only Scout elves can only listen, and they never speak to humans. Only parents are allowed to touch them. What a coincidence! Wow, isn't that funny? How the people who are only parents can touch the elves, or they'll lose their magic. Whether you're hosting,
Do you have an elf on a shelf in your home and you're tired of moving it around, Chrissy?
We have elves. They're not on shelves. We have we just finished Elf on a Shelf for my stepson a couple of 2 or 3 years ago. And like the jig was up one year when we forgot to move it, and that planted a seed of doubt. And then we had to come up with an elaborate story as to why the elf didn't move that day. Oh, the elf was hungover. The elf was busy. The elf had bad gas. I don't know.
But that's the fun of it.
I don't know.
Fun.
There's parts of it I like. I just don't like the obligation. You have to do it every day, and if you don't, you have to come up with another lie.
Yeah.
Well,
that is rude.
All of it's a lie.
Right.
Santa's not breaking into anyone's, if that's the case, it's just the part of the season.
Here's the story. Before there were Scout Elves, there was Fizby, a pixie elf that Carol... See, I already hate this story. That Carol Ebersold received when she was a child in 1974. Ebersold told her 3 children that the elf was there to keep an eye on them in the days leading up to Christmas. You know who this makes sense for? Like, when both parents work and you have latchkey kids who let themselves in, and it's like, the elf's your babysitter. The elf's watching you. So if you act up, guess what? we're going to hear about it. Decades later, Carol and Chanda turn this charming family tradition into the book Elf on a Shelf, a Christmas tradition, which was illustrated by Co Steinwart with the support of their family, in particular Krista and her marketing expert. Okay, so it's all Krista. She had marketing expertise. The book accompanying The Elf debuted at a book signing in Marietta, Georgia in 2005. Wow. That thing really took off.
I mean, moving an elf around every day and coming up with a story as to where it is seems a lot, easier than building a gingerbread house.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare to me,
In what is likely one of the most successful self-publishing stories of all time, with more than 17.5 million Scout elves have been adopted around the world since their debut. Wow, they're probably millionaires now. The Elf on the Shelf is the heart of the Lumistella Company, with Carol's daughters Chanda Bell and Krista Pitts at the helm. And the book, okay.
What a name, Krista Pitts.
Krista Pitts. Okay, they fly away.
They're like little Stasi agents.
Yeah, they are. They, you know what? I'm gonna have Elf on a Shelf, except they're gonna be they're gonna have little different uniforms. Sure, maybe all funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the elf on a drone next year and fly it around.
There you go.
Little brown shirts. Children shouldn't touch the Scout elves or they'll lose the magic. Scout elves listen well, but they never speak to humans. Scout elves are always nice, often clever and humorous, but they're never cruel or naughty. Right. So the elf is never going to lock the dog outside in the snow. Okay. It's never going to microwave your cat.
Jesus.
After reporting back to Santa at the North Pole each night, Scout elves are found the next morning in a new spot. Scout elves are adopted, not bought. Oh, look. And
I have the biggest problem to me is that all of the elves are white.
This one's kind of ethnic. Look.
Yeah, he's questionable.
Slightly brown elf.
Keanu, if they had a black elf, but black elves were seen taking gifts from the house. So they had to fly them back to the North Pole.
They're not blonde elves, though. None of those elves are blonde. So that's discrimination right there too.
And that doesn't make sense either, because if they're from the North Pole, they're all Nordic. They're up there by Finland, Norway, Sweden. Yeah.
Also, all of these elves men?
No, they have girls and boys.
They do.
See, look, there's a little bit of lipstick on this one.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck these elves.
They have girls. Creepy. I know they're a little creepy. It's the Christmas spirit. Wow. I mean, what a amazing story of entrepreneurship. I'm going to create a timeless Christmas tradition
that people will be annoyed that they have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
2005. It hasn't even been around for 20 years yet. Wow. I don't know.
Is that when the movie Elf came out by any chance?
Maybe. Marketing.
Don't know.
When did Elf?
Will Ferrell create
intentional?
Yeah.
Elf 2003.
Okay.
Inspired by it, maybe.
I thought Elf on a Shelf was forever. And we never did it, but I've always heard it. Rhymes stick in people's heads. So
it's true. Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, there's so much to cover. Now, I'm neutral on this subject, and I'm still learning about it. So, Turning Point USA has America Fest this weekend out in, I guess, Phoenix, Arizona. I went last year. It was an absolute blast, but it seems like this year there is a whole lot of drama going on, including a very public confrontation between Laura Loomer and Milo Yiannopoulos. I have not fully watched this tape yet. Tape.
Tape. Like
let's
VCR.
see. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if we can.
Jesus Christ.
Story. What did I hear? That they're apparently both suing each other. chat.
Oh God,
it's out here.
Jesus.
If anybody is up on the tea between these two, but I noticed there was some bickering on Twitter, and now this fight.
You're a fucking drug addict. Okay? You are a fucking loser. You're a fucking drug addict. You're putting my heart in it.
Guys have so much IQ. You guys have so much IQ. You guys can join forces and take over the world.
You have followed this country.
This guy obviously it's very
Look at his
uncomfortable.
outfit.
Very uncomfortable. He looks
At
like
least he's dressed
from
fancy.
Hamilton. I think he's like
smiling through the pain.
One of these people who's uncomfortable having people fight. Like maybe his parents fought. Like I'm one of those people. Parents fought a lot in the house growing up. So when I see people yelling at each other, I go my heart just starts beating really fast. So maybe he's just
also correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not very good on this subject, but did Milo go on Alex's show and say some rude things about Laura? Alex
I think
Stein?
so. Courtney says they're not suing each other.
so.
She claims he's lying about her. Something about him getting her to leave the Trump family alone or something. Interesting. Okay, Courtney, I sent you the link if you want to jump in.
Don't talk shit about me online and then run and hide in the corner.
Everything I said about you, I'm happy to say your place, but I'm not interested in you live, which is
Oh, I wish there were subtitles.
Right.
We need a.
beneath my dignity.
You guys are best friends.
It is beneath my dignity.
Okay, you don't have any fucking dignity. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a liar. Okay?
I wish you the best.
He wished her the best. That's all I heard.
I wish you the best. I wish you the best. Yeah.
That was very true my last weekend.
You are bad to yourself. And I think if you cared about yourself enough, you would check yourself in somewhere. You would check yourself in somewhere. You need to check yourself in. You need to check yourself in.
Check yourself in.
He's not even really listening. He's saying you just need to check yourself into somewhere.
Into where? I want to know where.
And she's going, "You're a drug addict. You're a drug addict." He said, "You need to check yourself in.
Yeah.
You need to check yourself in." Yeah. All right.
Oh, you do. Honey, I've seen your bedside cabinet. And we all know you on drugs. Okay? You're on every fucking antipsychotic. They got a name for it.
Is it the bouncer? Oh no, these are just guys walking past. This looks like some kind of after party outside.
You're gonna die from a fentanyl overdose someday. That's what's gonna happen to you. You're such a miserable piece of shit, and your sorrows are gonna bring you to the grave.
I was mean.
That's what's gonna happen.
But in the meantime, I win.
Ooh. What did he say? But in the meantime, I win. Goodbye.
Yep. Getting sassy.
Oh, now she's walking after him. Oh shit.
That means, yeah, you should. Ask him to choose. You might not like those. You should really consider it very carefully.
All you want to do is talk, get online, and then you want to.
And neither one of them seem concerned, or maybe they don't know that they're being filmed. Because I saw another version of this argument caught from a different angle.
I highly doubt that he doesn't realize he's being filmed with the way he's
He's looking right at the person.
Oh yeah.
And she probably does too, or else why would you start a confrontation like this?
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly no
You are in a situation now where you can only hurt. You can't help it. Because you are. Because you are.
Like you, Milo. Like you. Like you.
I guess you learn from the best.
Pretending not to be gay so that you can stay in this country. You're not even here legally.
From the woman who can't draw star David, you want to talk about pretending?
Not even here legally, Milo. What are you gonna do, Milo? Why don't we make pizza, pretending not to be gay?
This guy's followed them.
Pretending not to be gay.
Right, this man dressed as a chic black pirate is really wants in on this, and he wants to make everything okay, and I love it. He's like, "Come on, can we all get along?"
He's singing Hamilton show tunes.
Timu Prince.
Courtney says Timu Prince. So, Gallery, yes, he's claiming straight. I think he said something about being married to an American woman in this altercation.
X to doubt. I'm calling X to doubt on that one.
I'm the moderator. I'm the moderator.
He's the moderator.
The moderator on this.
You are still gay. You are still gay.
Are you guys interested in making peace?
You just admitted it. Everything you do is a fucking grift.
Are you guys open to making peace?
So you understand that marriage don't being united. So it's not the same thing as practicing homosexuality. You get that, right?
You're always going to be gay, Miley. You can't trade the gay away, okay?
Oh, you can't trade the gay away.
I'm gay because it's very straight to me. You're not going to pray the gay away, Milo. You're a piece of shit, degenerate, homosexual loser.
And look at this guy. Now people are noticing. Now the guy in the purple blazer over here recording as well.
You're such a coward. You're hiding.
I see Lila back there.
Lila?
Yeah. Oh, Lila, wherever you are. Huh, I said my link too. We need Lila because if she saw this fight, yes, she's right there.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That's Lila, isn't it?
Yes, that's absolutely her. Oh my god.
Such a coward for hiding behind a fucking garbage can, fucking shit about me online. Yeah, you were hiding behind a garbage can. Oh yeah.
You know, the period where you could just say things and people would assume that you were not lying is over.
You're a liar, Milo. Everything that you wrote about me is a complete lie.
No,
everything that you said. You said I was banned from Mar-a-Lago. I was at Mar-a-Lago 2 weeks ago for dinner.
You should
I was at Mar-a-Lago 2 weeks ago. I was at Mar-a-Lago for dinner 2 weeks ago, Milo. So what about this source that you're having?
Oh my god. There's multiple. There's like at least now 4 people filming this. I don't know. I don't know if I could fight with somebody, even if I had real beef, like and have people film it. I think that would make me anxious. Okay,
You don't like yelling either. Yeah.
I hate yelling. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I hate being yelled at. Ugh.
You know you shouldn't.
What was I told? I wasn't told anything.
The family doesn't want you. The family doesn't want you anywhere near him.
That's not true, Milo. You are a liar, Milo. You're jealous because you have never been able to recover from being canceled. If you went to rehab and got rid of your drug addiction, you would actually be able to, get your life
The
back.
thing that ruined your life, gloating about it happening to somebody else, tells me that you're just trying to hurt me.
No, I don't need to hurt you. You hurt yourself, Milo. Everybody who sees you knows that you're just a walking, drug overdose waiting to happen.
Uh-oh.
So we're done.
Well, I think I can use
So I guess they're both talking about why each person is a failure
And a drug addict, apparently. Right.
You do these
Also,
drugs.
What
You
is
do-
your original beef? I mean, is there
What is the original beef? I
his
guess
hat?
I thought
Maybe
the original beef that was Milo was talking shit about her. Like, did he start it?
Someone needs to tell you the truth, Milo. You're just a loser. You're a degenerate. And someday, that's what's going to happen.
Why are we having civil war?
You hate,
We just won the war.
you hate yourself so much, Milo, that you have to spend your time lying about other people online.
Please get a doctor. Go see a psychiatrist. Get medication. Stop turning your psychological issues.
You need to
into
get
problems for
serious
everybody else,
help.
okay?
You need to get
You
serious
can't
help.
take yourself out on people. Yeah, but
You need to get serious help, Milo. All you do is lash out.
They're both saying the other one needs help, and that's the thing.
I know. This is the
looks so
Real
bad.
Housewives of mental illness. He said, please get a doctor. I have no idea what this beef is or really who these two people are, but this is amazing. And I would tune in every week to watch them at this Christmas village do just this every single week.
Ryan here says Milo was hired by the Trump camp to get rid of Loomer because she was saying crazy things. Like what?
I want to know.
Right.
Are they both like politicians ish or
You remember
works
Milo?
for Marjorie. Doesn't he work for Marjorie Taylor Greene right now?
That's what I heard.
From what I
You
understand.
know Milo, right, Chrissy? And he's popped on here before, right?
He has popped on here. I've had both of them on.
Right.
I've had Laura on a one-on-one, and Milo, I've tried twice to do a one-on-one with, and he blew me off twice. He's so fabulous. And yeah, he's jumped on a live stream. I met him at Compound once.
Said something about the wine to you, right?
Yes, the Sancerre. I
the
rented out a studio at Guest Digital. I brought the bottle of Sancerre as he requested, and he did not show up. So I angrily drank the bottle of wine by myself on the train ride home. It was a good time. But that's neither here nor there.
On other people on the internet, and then when they confront you, you try to deflect and call them crazy.
No, I'm not deflecting. You are.
I'm not the one to
You're
lie
insane.
about online, Milo. If you're gonna talk shit about me online, you're gonna do it face to face, okay?
I will say it whenever I want to say it. And I'm not going to stop.
You're not gonna stop. Yeah, you're not gonna stop.
And it's,
I'm gonna continue too.
the problem is that in person, I just feel compassion for you. Honestly.
I don't feel any compassion for you.
Wow. All right, now somebody with a beard is trying to break it up. Oh no, he's not.
We prefer the Black Pirate. Please step
Yeah,
away.
bring him back.
Want any problems? James, send me.
She approached me.
No, listen.
If you could deal
Get
with
out
it,
of here. No. Listen.
Since you're making our host feel uncomfortable, maybe you could leave.
He's gonna make me
Okay,
sleep,
listen.
right? Yeah.
It's either we all get along and we have a good night, or nobody can be here.
She approached me. I've been trying to leave the conversation from the
I understand, but that's the rule. This is
I'm
coming from
trying
James.
to get away from her. Please, just make her go away.
Go away.
One goes upstairs, one goes downstairs.
I will
Go.
be downstairs.
All right, go. Let's go upstairs. Come on.
You're dismissed. Goodbye.
Go upstairs.
Someone go upstairs, someone go downstairs.
There's nothing better than to say to someone when you're in an altercation than you're dismissed. I use it often. I've used it in fights with lovers, friends, parents alike. You're dismissed. That is so low down, dirty, awful.
God, it's hard to tell from this one recording.
I'm getting kayfabe vibes. I'm thinking they're both wanting attention.
You're probably right.
Yeah. It's
because
so trashy,
these two
though.
used to be best friends,
They did?
and yeah, they used to be pretty close, and then they had this falling out. And I don't know how much of this cattiness is real or put on for the cameras here, because now they're getting attention on the internet out of it. But like listening to their insults, they're just saying the same thing to each other. It wasn't even that creative. I feel like it was a low effort.
Low effort. Yeah, you're on these drugs. You're on these drugs. You're a drug overdose waiting to happen. You need psychological help. No, you need psychological help.
You're a liar.
Exactly.
You're a liar.
No, you.
Look, let's come together and agree that we both need help.
Christina, maybe this could be your next documentary. I would watch it. We'll deep dive into it. Maybe yes.
I could not subject myself to their voices for that long.
This shit doesn't matter with these two lunatics, Keanu. Changing the world.
Let's see. Gosh, I'm looking at the chat. What does the chat think about this? Don't trust either of them. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, you can't be petty. Thank you for the 5. Hey, Chrissy and Keanu. Merry Christmas from Caitlin and Dad from your Tampa show, if you remember us. I do remember you guys. Yes. Oh,
I do as well.
You always remember somebody who brings a child to the comedy show. I mean, you were an adult child, but yeah.
Tampa.
Push-up says, ask Lauren Southern. Milo's infamous for rumors. Well, Lauren's not here right now, Push-ups. Not helpful. Jason Webster. Merry Christmas, Chrissy, and her lovely panelists. Oh, thank you, Jason. Yeah, Russell Hall has a good point here. Whatever happened to fighting in private?
Exactly.
That's less fun.
Well,
rest
I guess
of
there's
us.
something to be said. I mean, if your arguments are on Twitter, which are public, and you have a need to be right also in public, so I can understand having something hashed out in
You know
public
what
as
would
well.
be really mentally ill if they fought like this in private.
They probably do.
Each other like that without the benefit of other people. Then they need to be committed, put them in the Betty Ford clinic. But they know that there are cameras there and that they're public people. Right.
Let's see if there's anything else.
You
guys are brilliant people.
See what a drug addict you are, Milo.
You got a wristband?
Do it again, Milo. Watch what happens, Milo. Do it again and watch what happens. Watch what happens, Milo. Keep running your mouth and watch what happens, Milo.
This is wild.
Did he ask her if she had a wristband? Like, was she
Yes.
not? So she was not supposed to be there.
Well, she might have a wristband, but she's kind of. I think that Laura Loomer is beyond a wristband. I think like
there. She said his body language screams.
So can we put the Milo is gazing to rest now. He's deaf, not gay. Lol. His body language.
Right.
Oh, this is Missy. Or Missy. His body language screams AIDS. Miri says Milo tells zero lies in all this. He's manning the sails in right-wing politics. Loomer is a stowaway. Classics Groip says, how is Milo not blacklisted at AmFest, but Nick is? That's my question. There's been a clear effort to rehabilitate him in right-wing circles. I don't know about that. I think it seems like he just is continuing to try, I guess. He's funny in a bitchy way. I agree with that. He is funny in a bitchy way.
Is it so? Are they both on the same sort of side of politics? Even
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm telling
no left wingers other than a Chank go to AmFest, and apparently Chank got a standing ovation simply for just being there,
for just showing up.
For just
I can't stand them. I'm sorry.
Why are we like, oh my God, Chank, greeting him with open arms here?
No, he looks
I
like
thought
a
you were
potato.
saying a slur. You're not. You're just
no.
I'm like, what?
Oh no, Chank. Here
That's his name. It just sounds like a slur.
Tank Uger, Kiki.
Okay, Chunky yogurt.
From the Young Turks. Here we go. This is from Gays for Trump 24. If you're at AmFest and giving Cenk Uygur a standing ovation, you are an embarrassment. Stop falling for anyone who says you're pretty and maybe agrees with one thing Trump believes. He is not MAGA. He is not one of us. He is not on our side. I guess this is Cenk's entrance. Oh, wow. Is he the speaker then, huh?
What?
He doesn't look like a Cenk.
Cenk,
He
welcome.
looks more like a chunk.
Thank you. Thank you for that warm welcome. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Oh, come on.
Interesting.
He's a clown.
Or maybe they're excited, like someone, I don't know. Maybe they are excited to see somebody from the other side there.
I saw one person say that they were excited about just the different ideas and just being able to share different ideas on the platform. So
yeah,
maybe for a little positivity.
There you go.
I think for Cenk, he's realizing it's drying up over on his side of things.
Yep.
Either way, Bravo needs to
as
know
well.
about these thieves. This needs to be a reality television program like Stat.
Oh, it is. It is. These events are funny. I mean, I went last year and there was not any drama that I was privy to, but I didn't. Maybe I didn't have the correct VIP pass.
Right.
Maybe I didn't have the correct bracelet. Let's see. He's not MAGA. Don't trust him. But don't you think open dialogue and discussions should happen? Yes, but that alone is not worthy of a standing ovation.
Right.
This
so
is
they
the
should sit.
this is the kind of thing, thinking why the Democrats lost. We have to have conversations with people we don't agree with. I don't agree with Cenk on 90% of his stances, but at least he's coming to our side and having a conversation so that we could find common ground. At least listen to the segment with him and Charlie Kirk. I'm no fan of this guy at all, but I listened to it out of curiosity. It was surprisingly entertaining. Less than half an hour. That was a very smart move by Turning Point. Ooh. Well, we're not going to watch a half-hour thing right now. But you know what? Yeah, I guess I feel I don't love Chunk as a personality, but I'm not a fan of his. But I am for open conversation from people, you know, you don't like, don't
That's
agree
the
with.
spice of life, right?
Yeah.
It's cool that he went there, and even though it's a sea of people that disagree with him, I mean, that was probably one of the biggest events because they're like, let's go not stand for him, but they still did, you know?
Yeah, I talk to everybody. Like,
Right.
I think it's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Reese thinks he's doing it to kiss up to Trump, and he's a grifter.
Possibly.
Let me blow through a couple of these. Uncle Bubba. Hello, lovely ladies. Sorry so late. Oh, Uncle Bubba is all decked out for Christmas.
You are looking.
It looks like your
mighty
beard
fine.
fur is made of the same thing that your beard is made up of.
Yeah.
Human
Imagine
hair.
him coming down your chimney.
I can't.
We just don't want to, but we love Uncle Bubba.
Russell Hall, you may need to turn the lights down if you want to see us to see the sweater. Also, angle the camera down and maybe shake the sweater a little.
It'll run out of battery.
Hold on, let me turn it back on for a minute.
Ooh. Yay.
There you go.
Shake it, shake it.
Oh, look.
Hell yeah. I just threw my back out doing that. Okay. Thank you, Russell Hall. Gum, this is you're new to this channel. Gumbified. Thank you for the yellow boy. Your hair looks amazing, Chrissy. Merry Christmas to all the ladies.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Gumby. Push-ups. I saw Santa at Macy's today. He can't wait for cookies.
Aw, me too.
I took the bean to see Santa. I don't know if I told this story yet on here at the Westchester Mall. I told this to you, Keanu. The whole time we're in line, I was like, please be white, please be white, please be white, because the bean has not met a black person yet. And I just, I was like, it's going to complicate things if Santa is black. That's all. And of course, he was white. And so I was like, okay,
what do you think he would do if it were a black
I don't know. What if it's like when the dog sees another dog on the TV and he doesn't like it, and I have to go, I'm sorry, my baby is racist. Like, we always thought there was a chance. But so no, I'm just kidding around. But so he loved Santa. He couldn't stop like looking at him and like touching his beard.
Aww.
And he was so sweet. And it was
those
like
pictures are so cute.
And then the Santa immediately starts going into tales of his divorce. Like, cause I posted down. I'm like, oh, I want to get in a picture too. And then like Frank comes around and gets in a picture too at the end. And Santa was like, and he's like saying this to the baby, but obviously like saying it to us. He's like, Mommy and Daddy have to keep communicating or else they'll be out of the picture.
Most Santas have seen some shit. It's always some weird old man from the community that has a really like for some reason their Santa tights are too tight. You can see their package. Not in a and they always are divorced or something like that. Yeah. And they want to it's like, don't just tell me what you want for Christmas. Let me tell you what I want out of life.
He needs to be burdened by what has been, clearly. And he's like, Mommy and Daddy need to keep talking. And I'm like, we're good. We've been together like over 10 years. Like, well, I think we're gonna make it, like, oh, good. That's what happened to me. It's like,
could
my daughter.
I am now Santa. Thank you for your marital advice.
And he's like,
Move
all I
along.
want is my daughter to give me a grandchild, but she won't do that. Make sure there are some cookies left out for Santa. I'm going to need them. And maybe a little bit of a drink. What else did he say? He said, I said, do you keep that beard up all year long? And he said, yes, I do. He's like, the ladies like it. And he said, whenever I date somebody, he said, I always say to the ladies, like, I hope you're okay sharing me with another man. And that man is JC. I'm like, oh, like Jesus Christ. I'm like, okay. He's like, you know what it's all about. He's like, you know what it's all about though? JC. I was like, yeah. He said that first, then went into the dating thing, then went into the divorce stuff. I told this out of order.
It's always a weird townie that's the town Santa. And then he's like, Mrs. Claus won't even sleep in the same bed with me anymore.
But he had great Santa energy. He's like exactly what you would wanted.
He was adorable.
He was cute. He didn't smell like rum.
Ugh.
He was like, they had a fan pointed, they had like a fan going, like pointed right at him. I'm like, is this so that like the kids can have their hair blowing like a glamour shot, or is it because Santa's like sweating his balls off in this suit?
Ugh, that's gross.
I can smell that.
Yeah. And then I feel like, I don't know, we really connected with this mall Santa. And I was like, can I tip to Santa? Is this customary? I just felt like I really needed to tip to Santa. So I went back and I like tried to hand him a 20, and the wind from this wind tunnel fan, this huge fan that was going, took the 20 out of my hand, blew it away. And I yelled, oh shit. And I went and I yelled it basically in a kid's ear as I'm going to like chasing after this $20 bill. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Fuck. And I'm just like cursing, running after a $20 bill, like just running in front of their photo shoot. It was good. It was a good time. I eventually
pictures came out great.
I eventually tipped the mall Santa, and the pictures came out good. It was. I did create a little bit of a scene though.
He didn't smell.
No, he didn't. But I didn't really like get my face in there, and But from sitting next to him,
unloaded all of his trauma with his wife.
He did.
On you.
I just have one of those faces where people like to tell me things, which I like.
I agree. Yeah.
It makes for a good first Santa story.
Anyway, so Santa's going to be coming on the podcast next week. I wish. I was like,
his name is actually Gary.
I wish. I would love to have Gary Santa on the show. Let me blow through these. Oh my God. Santa ever get gropey with any of you? No. Not gropey. My only Santa story is I found a Santa suit in my dad's drawers one year. And that was like a little upsetting. I think that was how I found out.
What?
I think that's how I found out he wasn't real. That I found it because I found a Santa suit in my dad's closet, or no, his drawers. They should have lied to me. They should have said, "Oh, it's just part of our foreplay."
Did your dad dress up as Santa and come hang out with you every year?
No, I don't remember my dad ever dressing up like Santa, but maybe
it was their foreplay.
Why did he have that costume?
He was coming down a chimney, but not the one I thought.
Right. With packages.
Danny, the package. Daniela, Christina reminds me of Kristen Bell.
Who is Kristen Bell?
She is
actress.
She's lovely.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness!
You are. You are.
Yeah, she's really cute.
She's in.
I approve then.
She was in. Oh my God, so many things.
Wasn't she in Buffy?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
She's in the new show called Nobody Wants This. She's lovely.
This girl.
She's cute. Yes, she is.
She's cute.
You are like her.
Bottom line, it's a compliment.
I accept.
Compliment accepted. Russell Hall. So you convinced your kids that chocolate chips are elf poop. Santa goes around every year eating fetish poop cookies. That won't cause problems later. Are you calling her a bad mother, Russell? You're banned. Push-ups.
Least of our worries.
Quiet, fake Kiki. Real Kiki believes in Santa.
Oh, excuse me. How could I be fake Kiki? I'm here. It's me.
Neanderthal 2020. Thanks for the 20. Wow. Thanks for the orange boy. K Max, thanks for the yellow boy. Jasmine St. Clair's view of Lily Phillips in the UK and her goal 1,000 different guys in 24 hours. I do not think she will achieve this. The panel's view, even the 100 challenged her greatly.
Here's what it is. What was his name or her name? K-Max? Okay.
Lily. Oh, K-Max. Yeah.
Okay. So number one, it's physically impossible. It's all a sham. Okay. And sorry to sound like an ornery bitch.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, she was crying about it after with her crocodile tears. So she's just at that point an attention-seeking weirdo because maybe she didn't get enough of a boost when she did the 100, so she had to turn it into this whole like emotional thing. So if your emotional health is seriously at risk and you feel that bad about it, why are you doing 1,000 people allegedly? Or go get help.
It's so odd. Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to get help, then go to fucking Switzerland. They have clinics for people like her.
Ooh, you seem very fired up about this, Jasmine.
No, because I can't stand this whole thing where like, okay, you're going to do your thing. Great. Own it. Awesome. Right. But then you go in and crying. Oh my God, my health. I can't believe I did this. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
do you think she was fake crying or do you think she's fake enjoying
it's all crocodile tears? Because come on. Obviously, if she's that upset about it, would you want to go back and do the same thing again and multiply it?
Right.
Well, it wouldn't be the same. It would be more, but you're spending less time with everyone. So maybe that's better.
No, I don't. I just think it's all an attention-seeking thing. And you know, if your mental health is really that fucked up, then just was I allowed to say that? Yeah. So if it's that screwed up, then get help. Okay. I have a very special relationship with people that want to kill themselves or just threaten it because I lost someone that was very close to me at one point to suicide this summer. They just did it. They didn't like show photos of themselves or go doing like crocodile tears online. They just did it. And that's commitment. So if you want to do it and you're that sick, either take action or take care of your health, but don't go back and do a gangbang with 1,000 guys. The last person that held that record, it was allegedly 600. But no, you cannot do this. And I put money on it that in 20 years from now, no one's even going to remember this poor girl. Poor girl. No.
Yeah.
100 was way too intimate for her, I think.
It's too much.
She feel bad.
Too much.
Yes. A lot of the men made her feel bad about not getting to, finish or
not getting their whole 5 minutes because some of them only needed 2 minutes.
Then go home and jack off or something. My God, it's that simple. Don't complain. They should be happy.
They should, right? Yeah. I get to, at least put a tip in with no pun intended, with like the girl of my dreams. But that was hard to watch when she was wiping the tears and ejaculate from her eyes after the fact.
Do you think those were? I don't know. I thought those tears looked pretty real to me, Jasmine. It looked like she was having a real breakdown.
Well, I think she brought herself to that point because you can if you want to. I mean, I don't know if she took something to get to that point because sometimes if you maybe drink something or take something and really start thinking about it, maybe you can bring yourself to that point and just start crying. But I don't believe they were real. And if she had remorse,
I think the gravity of the situation she went, yeah, actually, wow, that was really difficult. And she felt more bad for the people that she felt like not enough for them. But then to your point, for her to turn around and say, next time I'm going to do 1,000.
Where'd that come from? That's the part that seems like, okay, what's going on here?
It just seems like self-harm.
Yes.
to me.
It could be, yeah. I mean, back in the day when people were doing adult films, you did it so you could raise your rate as a feature entertainer. Then you had like the Howard Sterns and the Springers and stuff like that. It was a different game. Also, with her, she claims that she regrets it. So then take it off your goddamn OnlyFans.
Right.
You control it. And I think with OnlyFans, you have to have people's IDs, like everyone participating in said video. So I still don't buy it. What's his K-Max? McDonald, Mr. McDonald. I don't buy it.
Old McDonald.
And I think it's funny actually, but I'd like to see what happens. I think 1,000 won't be enough. Maybe she'll do like 5,000 or 10,000.
I think she is genuinely lost, genuinely needs Jesus, because she's done 100. Now it's like, well, what's next? You got to up the ante, because you're not able to have a deeper, like emotional, spiritual. You can't go anywhere emotionally, spiritually from here. So you have to go up. Just the numbers have to go up, or I don't know. You're gonna be like, I have some sort of anal goal, but where do you go from 100? You just, the number has to get higher, because that's the only plane you're kind of dealing on. And I think I heard her say like she started disassociating after about 30 guys. And I'm thinking like,
remember like 6 of them.
She remembers 5 to 6 of them. And I'm like, why at no point did it occur to this woman like to just say stop? Like, I'm not enjoying myself. Let's give everybody a sandwich.
Traumatizing myself.
So maybe she has either Jasmine's right and she's just doing it for money and she genuinely likes it and she has no soul or whatever, or she's really lost and she feels she has like a mega people pleasing complex where she feels like, well, these guys signed the waiver, they're waiting in the hallway, I can't disappoint anyone. Even though I've disassociated at 30, I need to do now 70 more because I can't upset anybody. I feel horrible. Either way, I feel horrible for this person because
it is really terrible. Kind of
demonic.
Just watching her, whether you think that her tears were real or not, everybody involved in it seems to be a little unhinged. So I don't know.
And I feel bad for the owners of the Airbnb. Seeing the
cleaning
seeing the room. I mean, my gosh, I can't imagine what the smell was like for
you gotta open a window for sure. You gotta get the fans going.
Some deep cleaning of the carpet, and
I know.
But they're all a
in
sham.
that hazmat suit, and
yeah, no, these things are a sham from top to bottom, and I don't have any regret, any like remorse for these people, because you know what you're getting yourself into. As long as you're like 18 and over and you have some sense of what's out there, you know what you're doing. But I think it's great for her, got her all the press and attention she wants. It's just, where do you go from here? Like, how are you going to utilize it after this? Like, how do you utilize this to move on to something else?
What is that something else? Right.
It would be diabolically smart for her, which I just don't even know. Just from watching it, I don't know if she has the capacity to do that, to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'll have no problem with it. But when the documentary is filmed, I'm going to have some regret. That's why we're watching it. Some lady just, bones 100 people on her OnlyFans. So I don't know. She's either the best actress of all time or something is amiss. Yeah.
I think you have to this is going to sound really judgmental. I think you have to be a professional porn person. I think a fair amount of disassociation comes with the territory and the job. Like, for you to get to a point where like you're doing this for a job, you have to emotionally, spiritually cut off from the people that you're doing the most special act with. I think that comes with the territory. So I can understand like, oh, you're like, maybe you shoot a ton of scenes in a day. Who knows? Maybe you do 10, 20, that many guys in a day. I think you can physically get to 100, but then maybe when she was talking to the documentarian, it's maybe finally hitting her.
It all just crashes down.
What she's done.
Who knows what happened before? Like, did she have a conversation with someone prior to that? and then maybe could have broken her down. But I don't believe any of it. I don't believe that she is genuinely upset. Because why would you jump from 100 to 1,000? That is like such
right. What about 500? What happened to 500?
What about 250? But you like you're asking where does she go next from here? Maybe she comes on to Simpcast one night.
Exactly.
next thing is going to
documentary about this, please, for us. Is this your next one? So I've enlisted you into 2 more. So put these on
way. But her next script will be she's going to come out as a born again Christian, and she'll be spouting off talking points of a religion that she's grifting off.
Yeah,
there's like a pipeline now. The OnlyFans to I'm a Christian now.
You know what? If we don't see her at Turning Point USA next year, I'll be very upset. I want her to come out to the fireworks after Cenk Uygur, and I want her to wear a MAGA hat and the whole deal.
Yes,
I think that would be great. I think I do have a clip here of Lily Phillips.
Oh God!
Is this from? Yes, it is. This is her. Okay, this is related. From Colin Rugg, new OnlyFans creator, says it is her duty to let. Oh boy.
No, wait. This is Bonnie Blue. Not her. This is her friend.
Oh my God! It looks just like her.
She's just as, I think, bad, maybe even worse.
Because this is the girl I saw her in some footage in the documentary, because they were opening a door and it was her and I guess Lily saying, "Oh, do you guys have your IDs? Good enough for me. Come on in." And none of these guys could form sentences. OnlyFans creator says it's her duty to let barely legal teens use me as a guinea pig so she can teach them. Oh no. People will always convince themselves they are good people no matter how depraved they are. The creator says she is oh no. That's horrible. This is genuinely horrible.
It is.
There needs to be something that bridges the gap from education at school to these videos online, which can blur the line of consent. I guess use me as a guinea pig. Try all what you like and want to do. So when you go to the next person, oh no.
That's awful.
That's not even a good argument. If that's your argument, it's like, well, then just have that person wait till they're with the person they want to be with, and then they can do the trial and error thing.
Exactly.
Ew,
you're
that's
just
so
a weirdo.
This is a deeply damaged individual who is just disassociated completely from their body, I guess. Yikes.
That's disgusting. What was it?
That is
someone just said in
disgusting.
the chat something about, what was it, like a line of migrants? I'm sorry. I know I should.
Yes.
In England, yeah, probably.
It kind of did.
More than likely.
Jeepers. What do the comments say? Men did greater things when it was harder to see boobs. I agree.
Hi, Kim. Oh, I don't know why she's on that.
Really?
Well, I mean, I get it, but
does the chat agree with this? And here's another comment. Many young men are becoming recluses. They sit at home, watch porn, play video games, and do nothing meaningful.
Absolutely they do.
It's the comfortable thing to do, and they get stuck in a never-ending doom loop and do nothing impactful. Does the chat believe men did greater things when it was harder to see boobs?
I agree.
It's definitely a distraction. I think similar to smoking weed, it just takes the edge off a person, and sometimes you need that. The edge is what like compels you to challenge yourself to reach great heights. I'm a big fan of not smoking weed. I just think it turns you into an unproductive person.
I wish I were cool enough to smoke weed. I can't. I'm like,
and the smell.
Too anxious. Yeah.
I wake and bake every day. So.
Really? Okay. tell me why I'm wrong, Tana.
I literally I have a pipe loaded right by me because
I love it.
I saw the other Keanu smoking a cigarette, and I was like, I might have to join. So
sorry. Yeah. See, I know.
all
This relaxes me. Weed. That I'm like, I wish I could just wake up and quell my anxiety with. But if I smoke weed, I'm that person that's like, my throat's closing up. Take me to the hospital. Like,
terrible.
But it's not. It's the safest thing you can do. It's far healthier than cigarettes or booze at all. But you just have to be the kind of person that can do it. Yeah,
definitely.
Do you think,
Not everyone
Jana, it's not something that makes you feel less motivated?
I mean, a little bit for me, but not really. I've been smoking since I was like 12, 13, something like that.
my
I'll be 40.
gosh.
I'll be 43 next month, so a long time.
No way.
And you look super young, so maybe
Thank
it's the fountain of youth.
It's the cannabis, yes.
Interesting. Okay. We have mixed feelings on this.
I agree with you, though. It does take the edge off sometimes, and that's not good.
How does a 12-year-old get weed?
I had older friends.
Okay.
I was a bad kid.
How do you feel about people that say that they are California sober? Meaning, like they don't drink, but they smoke weed. Is that sober? Or?
That's pretty much how I live. I mean, I would say I'm sober, but I'm not because I'm never sober. But I'm always high. I wake up and I consume cannabis. I consume cannabis before I go to bed. I consume cannabis all day long.
But that's the healthy high. Weed won't hurt you, right? So, like, I don't think that that's a horrible.
How do you function?
Yeah, how do you get anything done?
I mean, I do everything that anybody else would do. So for me, it's just I prefer to feel this way. I prefer to be a little slightly buzzed, a little high.
Well, it could be attributed, like people take antidepressants every day sometimes.
That's true. That's
right?
true.
Yeah, it totally
same sort of
depends
deal.
on the individual.
On your setting, right? You're like
Right.
your default setting.
Yep.
Right. My God.
If you just happen to be like default wound a little bit too much, then yeah, like if weed helps you to just feel normal.
Exactly. It slows the voices in my head and all of that, I can slow
Right.
down a little bit and actually think.
Or you know what? Better than you taking, Xanax every day or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
True that. All right.
Definitely.
Jason Webster, life isn't for arguing. Make memories, not enemies. Tell that to Milo, Jason.
Make memories, not
And
enemies.
Laura.
We love a rhyme.
Gabriel Knight, did you have a chance to see Dave Landau and Kill Tony? No. How was it? How did he do? Is there footage? Did you know about this, Keanu?
No, I didn't actually. Love Dave.
I love Dave too. Okay. This is a sketch. Was he a judge? I guess. No. I think he was a judge. All right. Well, I can't watch the whole thing. Wow. Okay, good for him.
Oh, nice. Very nice, Dave.
Cornelius Buttknuckle, thank you for the orange boy. If Santa isn't there to work off community service hours and doesn't smell like Rumpelmans, is he even qualified to be a mall Santa?
Honestly, no. Rumpelmans. What a great job.
You gotta keep communicating.
You gotta tell your mommy and daddy to keep communicating, okay? That's all I want for Christmas, unlike me and my wife, Mrs. Claus. No.
No, it sounded like he was very much still on the hunt for Mrs. Claus.
Oh God.
For the next one.
The next one, yeah. Deranged lunatic. Chrissy, did you say you found Santa in your dad's drawers? Yes, we did. I found the Santa suit in the drawers. Dan Halen, Chrissy, what if your dad made your mom wear the Santa suit and that's how she found out? Maybe.
Maybe
Who
your
knows?
dad went to the club in a Santa suit one time or something. You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Possible.
It's there's so much I'll never know about him. It's just because he's dead now and I can't ask him.
Maybe he's the real Santa.
Now. My dad would have been a terrible Santa. He's too lean.
He's lean Santa.
Yeah. He'd been super skinny Santa.
Low fat Santa.
We need a fat Santa. Okay. This is back on the subject of Amfest. I should have brought this up when we were talking about the drama, but apparently there was more fights breaking out. Last night at Amfest, Misfit Patriot, who I am not familiar with, reportedly sucker punched Bryson Gray for referring to his friend as an abomination. Bryson then threatened to press charges unless Misfit Patriot agreed to meet up with him and fight to settle it.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the footage. I don't think they're not really what the hang around.
What is this?
Is this on a rooftop? Oh, it's a parking lot.
What are you doing? This is supposed to be a fight, not a dance.
They look like they want to make love.
Right?
Whoa.
Men, learn to fight.
Fucking street fight.
Oh.
Okay, that was quick. He ran off.
You run away because you balls?
What
That
the
was
hell did
that
we
was
just
What?
That was kind of tepid. Who won the
Very
fight? Bryson, Misfit Patriot, or the Gravel? The Gravel won. Any ref watching this would have called the win for Bryson. He pinned him down and got his punch. Was no need to escalate the fight beyond that. It wasn't supposed to be a death match. Oh, he got sick of getting punched and kicked him in the dicks. Is that what happened? Oh my God. That's not good. If you go for a dude's balls in the fight, you've lost. See, I didn't know that. That's definitely like dude bro code.
Yeah.
But that was like a very gravelly sounding like gay chicken, you know, like they wanted to kiss each other. But instead they pumped. Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of anything I would less want to do is fight and have it filmed.
Spar. I hate when people spar. It's just ugh.
I was filmed pepper spraying someone, and that is embarrassing, kind of.
What? Who were you pepper spraying?
Some counter protesters in Tacoma, Washington.
I love it. Wow.
It went viral. Andy No put it on his Twitter page. So that was a little embarrassing.
That is funny.
Cool.
Ooh,
that's hardcore.
I think
I
we
want to
found
see
some...
it.
Yeah, try and find it, Janet. I'm gonna pull this up. We got some
Let me send you
footage
the link.
here. We got some footage here with Dave Landau on Kill Tony. Ooh, this is with our buddy Gina Hyena.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Hyena, everybody. Gina Hyena.
Gina! I love her.
Oh, I'm not even goth. I just dress like this because my ex used to hit me. I always love somebody come after the show and be like, "That's awful. You don't deserve that." And it's just like, get to know me better, you know?
She's great.
It's my fault. It's totally my fault. Not just because I talk back, but it's my fault because I dated a pimp for 4 years. Yeah, that's a fling. My dumbass tried to turn a trap house into a trap home. Yeah, calm down. He wasn't black, Texas. It was I'm Italian. I couldn't do that to my Italian family, you know? Like I could take a criminal home, but I'm not gonna push it. It's
oh, she's doing great.
It is embarrassing. He was half Italian, half Jewish. Perfect crossbreed for a pimp. Strong backhand, but fiscally responsible.
Yes.
Embarrassing to hold it down for a cheap criminal. Embarrassing to waste your 20s, your tight skin, your youthful outlook. Date a guy that hits you when he didn't even play for the NFL.
Seriously.
When I meet young girls, I tell them, date an athlete. Just don't take the elevator. Thank you, guys.
That's great.
Boom. 1 minute, 9
Wow,
seconds.
I like that you stayed focused
Gina,
on a
hyena,
topic.
punchline, 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 punchline.
Whew.
Amazing.
That's good.
Welcome back. It's been a long
job.
time since we've seen you. How's it going?
Oh, great. I haven't been here. This is awesome.
Wow.
Fantastic. Where you been?
I've been in Philly. I live in New York now. I've been doing shows in San Diego, Albany. It's been fun.
I love it.
She's like
I love it.
not only
Amazing.
bi-coastal, she's
Amazing
like quad
set.
coastal.
What else is going on?
I mean, I'm just trying to get into comedy. I got to get more online. So this is awesome to be here. It's awesome to see you guys in this. This is fucking fantastic.
Just fantastic set.
Trying to bring it more to life. That's all true. Well, that whole
Didn't
thing
you
is
live here
true.
for a while?
I did. I lived here 2018 to 2020. So I moved down here out of the blue. That
Wow.
was actually because when I was dating
Into
that
the
guy, some
pandemic.
shit got hot, allegedly, and I moved to Texas. Didn't know anybody. And then I started comedy a year later because I was like, nobody knows me. I can have a stage name, whatever. And then lost my job during COVID, had to move back to New York. And then everybody from comedy moved here. I've been kicking myself and trying to come back as much as I can.
I love it.
So you're hiding from a pimp on one of the biggest shows in the world?
Entertainment podcast, comedy, allegedly, yes.
true.
Yeah. No, I think he quit. He had quite a portfolio. But that's like the most fun one to talk about, you know?
He got out of pimping?
Yeah, no, he's a real estate. He grew into the Jewish genes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good. He went from
And I didn't get
What I love about Gina is like she's just as funny and as engaging and charming and witty to talk to as a person as she is on stage. She's like the exact same person.
She's lovely. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We
she's
ran
great.
into her best friend, remember? At the
Mhm. Yes,
at
at the quite frankly Christmas party.
Christmas party, yeah.
one Gucci bought me Michael Kors once. That was the only time I thought I was gonna rat on him.
Pimping to real estate?
Yeah.
Who goes from hose to homes? So stupid. I'm not going host to homes with you. Our own inside jokes.
He looks tan.
It's nice you can find an industry to be a bigger piece of shit.
Yeah. For real. No, it wasn't even that made me break up with him. He told me he wanted to get me pregnant, and that's when I finally pictured it from a third party perspective. He met my family, whole thing.
Wow.
Doctors say try not to punch the baby.
How else are you gonna know it's breathing?
True.
And
if you shake them too hard,
Yeah,
you don't
right.
know.
Aw, fun. Good times. Good job, Gina.
Cute.
Wow, she's moved all around. Gumby Fi, thank you for the yellow boy. Jasmine, maybe cut Lily some slack. It looks like her pastor dad was cheering
who
her on the
cares?
whole time. What a piece of shit.
Who cares? I really don't care because that's no excuse for it. Like you do something, you own it. If not, then just find another business to be in.
Jasmine hates her.
Is that bitchy? Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
No.
What? I'm
Sing it,
just being
girl.
honest. Look, I'm being authentic.
We appreciate it. K-Max, Christy, did you get footage of Cenk Uygur speaking at AmFest? Your view if this is a genuine political conversion or just Cenk picking a new grift? Oh boy. Let's check it. Cenk, TPUSA. What is his speech about? Did any of you guys see it? Okay, here's him talking with Charlie Kirk, who I enjoy. I think he does a really good job of reaching the youth. Okay. The youths. La 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 la. Let's see. Grift or genuine opinions. From Eric Darty. Cenk Uygur finds common ground with the TPUSA AmFest audience with Charlie Kirk. Uygur says people on the right used to constantly defend Mitch McConnell. How long is this? 2 minutes? We could spare 2 minutes. Why not?
Started going on right-wing shows, and
I would say something.
He should be a Santa if this doesn't work out.
He does. He looks like a
could be
like an Arabian Santa.
An Arabian Santa.
Persian Santa.
No, Mitch McConnell. Pelosi's terrible, but Mitch McConnell's great.
Let's do that here. What do you guys think of Mitch McConnell?
All right. Yes, I love that. So look, for my left-wing friends that are watching out there, they just booed Mitch McConnell. That's a great thing, okay? And let's do one more. What do you guys think about Dick Cheney? My left-wing friends out there, we have been waiting for the right-wing populists to boo Mitch McConnell and Dick Cheney our whole lives. Take the win.
It's a great take. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what we need to do in the Democratic Party is we need to do likewise. We need to have a revolt against the Joe Bidens, the Kamala Harrises, and the Nancy Pelosi's.
But like for who? Is he saying like is
Yeah,
he
right.
that's what I don't know. Is he a Bernie bro? What is his deal? I'm not too familiar with
Probably.
him.
Hillary Clintons, and now all of a sudden the Dick Cheneys. What are they doing on our side? Are you guys nuts? Right?
I have to interject. When all of a sudden Kamala Harris is doing the Liz Cheney thing, I said, does she want to lose? I mean,
what's amazing is I said the same thing. Look, Dick Cheney polls at 13%. What lunatic thought it was a good idea to wrap yourself around Dick Cheney? I mean, when we started the Young
Wrap
Turks
yourself
22 years
around
ago,
Dick.
Yeah, that's quite a sentence.
history, first ever YouTube partner with original YouTubers. One of the driving forces was get Dick Cheney out of office, right? And now for Kamala Harris to come full circle and say, oh, I've got 90 corporate CEOs backing me, and I've got all these executives on my side, and I've got Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney on my side, was so counterproductive. It's not what the left wing stands for. It's not what the Democratic Party should be about.
I've
So
never
the
heard
problem
anyone
is
say
the
left
establishment.
wing.
They are
What do you mean?
Left wing?
I say it
guess
all the time.
Maybe I'm, I don't know, a political layman. I always just hear right wing, left wing.
There's got to be two wings.
It's true. The plane will crash.
controlled by the donor class.
Wow, so he is against like big Dem. It sounds like he's like a Bernie bro. Does he want socialism? Does he want what does he want?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of one of those types.
I think he knows what were safe topics to bring up in front of the TPUSA audience.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah, he got some cheers. They cheered for him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
But those were like softballs. I think I don't know. I didn't see enough from this one conversation to be like, oh, I'm a big Chunk fan now.
Chunk.
I think he said things that were safe that this audience would agree with him on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll
he has
just
a
see.
T-shirt gun under his seat. He's just gonna here's some
see.
merch.
We'll see. Yeah, merch never hurts.
The merch never hurts. We love rhymes. Yeah.
Maybe it will be a new grift. Well, we have 4 years to see. Roman Nation, thank you for the yellow boy. Trump put the Elon as president comments to rest today. He said he wasn't born in the U.S. He can't be president. Cenk Uygur is now crying in a corner. Are people actually saying they think Elon was going to be president? That's so retarded.
Oh my god. No.
Retarded.
No.
KJ Fury, thank you for the super sticker. Great beard. Jason Webster. Janet and Keanu strongly remind me of two lovely ladies I was good friends with at university. I miss those days.
Aww.
What he's trying to say is that you're his type.
Are you from foggy London town university, right? Or like those, like I knew two sluts in college like them. No, he's not saying that. He's being.
I mean, if there was a casting call, Keanu and Janet would be at the same. You know what I mean? Like you guys would both show up if they're looking for like cute young brunettes that have great eyebrows. You both would be there.
We do. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's see. What do we want to do next? Oh, this is interesting. Da, 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 da. I want to talk. We talked about Chunk. We talked about Elf on a Shelf. We talked about that.
I'm still so confused about Elf on a Shelf. I didn't realize 20 years. It's been 20 years of Elf on a Shelf.
It's a new trend. Let's talk about SNL. La 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 la. SNL was blasted over a shameful moment where the audience cheers for accused CEO killer Louis Mangione.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
What?
That is so. That seems very typical. Stupid New York dumb tourist audience. All right, I'm waiting for this ad to finish. SNL's woke studio audience erupted in applause at the mention of accused United Healthcare assassin Luigi Mangione during a segment over the weekend. Visibly shocking, even cast member Colin Jost, Mangione 26 has attracted, I don't understand why, a following of unhinged fangirls since his December 9th arrest, hundreds of whom have been writing him letters and making deposits into his jailhouse commissary, correction officers have said. During Saturday's weekend update segment, Jost name dropped Mangione as he went into his wind up for a joke. Wind up? That's how it's called a setup.
Up.
I'm
winding up.
This wind up. What is this? Wind up. Which instantly prompted raucous cheers from what sounded like mostly women. He's not that good looking. I wouldn't say, he looks like a lot of people.
He has big nostrils.
For a serial killer, I mean, it's not bad, but I think he's a total patsy. I'm sorry, but I followed the story from the beginning, and it doesn't look anything like the first picture that they showed. And all of these it's a weird story of how his name came up on the radar, and I don't buy the story. I mean, he's found with this passport and $8,000 US cash, $2,000 foreign money, the Monopoly money in the backpack. There's so many weird parts of the story. And then the story of how he was discovered at the Altoona McDonald's is also weird and unclear if the person, if it was really an employee who recognized him. I've seen the pictures of him in the McDonald's Altoona with the medical mask and the hat on, and I'm like, how does that look anything like the mugshot picture? It just is so weird, and I think he was probably identified via facial recognition. But I think he's probably like some MK Ultra, James Holmes.
I think
Maybe.
the big crime is that his eyebrows aren't microbladed like mine and yours, Christine. Don't you think? And then maybe we could find him possibly attractive. No, this is what happens. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Do you know, you guys, that his jacket, that green jacket that he was wearing, was flying off of the shelves?
No.
They even had like a look-alike contest for this guy.
Yes.
In New York. You remember that? That was so weird.
People
That
love
was funny.
him. Right.
I'm sorry, but this image here is like hysterical to me. The little walk that they did, they had this big show of force, and Eric Adams is behind him. They don't do this for serial killers or for people dropping bombs on entire countries. Like, this is absurd. And I am concerned that this is going to be used, of course, to crack down more on internet speech. There was a woman who was like denied a claim, and she said something like, "Oh, deny, defend, depose, you guys are next." She was just talking crap, and they immediately arrested her and held her on $100,000 bail. She's being charged with like terroristic threats or something, literally because she just was mad and spouting off at a customer service representative.
Christina, how could this be used to come after freedom of speech? And also, when you say this guy's a patsy, you mean this is a completely innocent person, or this is just someone who, like an NPC who set up to do this?
I think maybe he was I think it could have been a professional hit, and this is the fall guy. Where was he for the past 6 months? Like, what happened to him? What kind of treatment was he undergoing? Who was he in contact with? Was he talking to a FBI informant like most of these people have been doing. That's like what I'm more interested in. And then there's the weird things about his like internet presence, the fact like that he has 286 tweets, the little Pokemon characters like 286 in the deck. It's very strange. His family member, who's like a Maryland representative, has that same number of followers. There's like a lot of weird stuff with this. Red flags, in my opinion, that make me kind of question what's really going on here. And of course, he's being charged with terrorism in addition to first-degree homicide, which I also
that's
think
because they think the terrorism charge is because not only was it a murder, but it was like
he's
the
like
intent
making a
was to
statement or
scare
something.
people. The intent was to scare
Right.
people.
Right.
Yeah, but now everyone's fallen in love with him, and Kohl's is selling his green jacket. So that's America for you. So,
It's the photo ops of him too, guys. Like after they arrested him, they're constantly posting these pictures of him. They gave him the fade haircut. It's like are they making a calendar or something? Why are they taking so many pictures of him? It's super bizarre.
I don't understand the notion that it's not him. Like if it weren't him, then when he was screaming at the not screaming, but after his perp walk, and then the police brought him out, and this man we can't really exactly. This is something about the American people. If it weren't him that they arrested,
it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Okay, so
Right.
then if it were blamed on someone else, then they just arrested the wrong man, then why would that man say that?
Maybe that's what he was talking about. That the idea that it was him is an insult to the intelligence of the people. I don't know particularly, and I don't know what this guy's been through, but I'm talking more like Dave McGowan.
Right.
Dave McGowan, Programmed to Kill type stuff. If you haven't read that book, I highly recommend it, where a lot of these serial killers were kind of like MK Ultra victims. I mean, even Ted Kaczynski was an MK Ultra victim. So I don't think that things like that ended. And I question, like I said, where this guy's been for the past 6 months. Maybe he did do it. Maybe he didn't, though. I'm not convinced. I haven't seen evidence actually tying him to anything other than they claim that this is him. Where's the evidence? They said, well, they found fingerprints on a rapper. Okay, he's wearing gloves, though, in the first video that was released. So what? And I just, there's something about it that is off to me. And so I want to know more about Luigi Mangione and his family and their background, their connection to Nancy Pelosi, and other things.
That's really interesting. And wasn't one of Trump's attempted assassination people, weren't they from Hawaii, or a couple of them were from Hawaii? I think there's a lot of MK Ultra shit going over there too.
Right? Yeah, he was, and this guy was in Hawaii for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very, very odd. And again, like he was super smart. I mean, he went to that like private all boys
Ivy
school
League.
where he's valedictorian. You could listen to the speech he gave, and so it's just sort of like what happened to this guy. And it's not just like he had a botched back surgery. I mean, but look at his back. Have you seen the picture, the X-ray photo? Who put the screws in his back? That looks like such I can't imagine having that.
What's so
crap in your
sad
back.
is my mom and I were talking about, we were like, this is some Italian kid who was like, my mother died because she couldn't get the right to health care, right? No, it was like, no, my back hurt, so I shot a man in cold blood.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that was the first thing. This fake manifesto was published online that, was like, against allopathic healthcare or whatever. Turned out to be totally bogus. Then a second manifesto was published, and the first line of it is, to the feds, I'll make this easy for you. He says something like, I respect what you do for the country. And I'm going, yeah, that's the feds gassing themselves up. The first
wow. Yeah. Patting themselves on the back.
To the feds, I'll make this super easy for you. I did this myself, and I appreciate what you guys do for the country. I'm thinking that's a little convenient, is it not? Along with the foreign money, $8,000 cash. Where did that come from? What? By the way, he said at his preliminary hearing that money was planted. So I question, like, what is going on here with this story?
It is very bizarre.
You've raised a lot of good questions, and I think people are mostly distracted by the 6-pack.
By the abs, the thirst trap, right?
Yeah.
You guys got to get your minds out of the gutter.
You got You know what? Like, look, here's a picture of him doing having a live, love, laugh moment. Finding
He's like
himself.
wanderlust. Look at my eyebrows.
Look, I'm backpacking after college. Wow.
Right.
This is. I'm definitely gonna be following this story closely because you've raised some really interesting questions here.
Yeah, I kind of want to do more of like a deep dive into this guy because I've just kind of been following it, like meaning to put out a video on it, and I just hadn't had the time. But I actually think this might be something that would be worth like a 30-minute little documentary.
Yes.
Like, what happened? What's really going on here?
Everything we've
The
covered on
Monopoly thing is
a
sus.
documentary on this. Yes, you must do one. At least for the trailer.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to follow up on this story. I know Jasmine and Christina have to bounce. Jasmine, tell the people where they can find you and what's coming up.
So every Monday night, I have a live stream off of my YouTube, which is Crazy Train Podcast, Crazy with a K. And it's at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And every Wednesday, Crazy Train Podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and all those wonderful things. And yes, that's it. Woo!
Awesome. Everyone go follow Jasmine. Christina, what's coming up and where can people follow you?
That was such a quick outro. Just, hopefully in now I cannot believe that we're going into 2025 already. I'm like so not ready for this year went by so fast. Next year will be even faster, but hopefully we'll have the documentary coming out early next year, if God willing, if everything goes according to plan. So just be on the lookout for that and knkfilm.com.
Good. Everybody follow Christina. And a really impressive new trailer. I can't wait to. Awesome. We'll have to have you back when it comes out.
Definitely.
Everybody follow. I'm going to put this up again. Follow them both on all of the things. Okay, we're going to keep this party rolling along. All right. Thank you, ladies. Adios. I just kicked them both out. Wow, I usually never do that. How are we feeling, Jana? How are we? Do we need a weed break? A drink break?
You know what? You say my name like you say the other Gina's.
Is it Gina?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Oh my God, I've been saying Jana.
It's okay. I was waiting for a good point because I don't really care. I don't really correct people.
I care.
Everybody screws it up, so it's all good.
It's got to be the A. It's got to be the A in the middle.
It's all of it. People mess it up no matter what. So
I'm the same. People call me Canoe or Kinu all the time, and I never correct them. I'm like, that's me. It's fine. I guess it's not worth my quality of life. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It's gotten worse since I got married too, because they just botch both names now. So we're good.
Oh no. Is this your married name, Hawk?
Yeah, and it's Hoke.
Oh!
Yeah,
Gina
Hoke. Yep.
Not Gianna Hotch.
It's Hawk Tua, not
Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua.
I'm gonna die of embarrassment now.
No, it's all good.
I feel like a terrible person. Jason Webster, Gina and Keanu. Oh, we already said that. He's fapped to you guys. What's up, Grace? Merry Christmas to everyone. What was a Christmas gift you always wanted as a child but never got? Don't get me started on this. There are so many. We were watching upstairs a little bit. Frank was watching that movie. I don't know the name of it, but it's the little blonde boy with the glasses, and it's the movie where the kid licks the
Christmas Story.
And he gets stuck. Yeah, and all he wanted was this like BB gun thing.
Yes.
And that really resonates because like I just remember that feeling as a kid, like really wanting something and you just don't get it, and you're like your heart aches for it. And then as an adult, you find the item and you're like, this was $25. What the fuck? Why couldn't Why couldn't we scrape together $25 to have me be happy for the whole year? It's fine. I have some issues. So
you're like, I don't want much.
I grew
just
up poor
wanted this
too.
one thing, not a
Right.
plethora of things I didn't want. Okay.
Oh my God. I really wanted moon shoes one year, which are the you step on these shoes and they like, I don't know, you're hovering like 6 inches off the ground and you strap in and you can like bounce on them like you're on the moon. Really wanted those. I really wanted to skip it. Didn't get that. I really wanted a hydro, what's it called? It's funny because somebody actually sent me one like very recently. One of those shirts that you put on and you touch it and it gets like it changes colors in the heat. It's like a hypercolor shirt. I don't know the name of it. Oh my God.
Write that down, everyone. We're gonna get you a skip it.
That's what happened. I've talked about these things. Someone has sent me a skip it and someone has sent me a hypercolor shirt. And I don't even think they make moon shoes anymore. Oh, I really wanted a backyard trampoline. I knew that was never going to happen.
Oh, Santa brought us a trampoline once. We were like, we didn't ask for this. Yeah.
A big old backyard trampoline?
Huge. Like no nets on it either. It was like we were with the kids in the neighborhood. Everybody came over to jump on the trampoline. I don't think I ever really asked for anything. I'm like, I didn't know I wanted a trampoline. Great.
Wow.
Like, but I wasn't a toy person either. I didn't want baby dolls or Barbies or toys. Like Santa just knew, bring her a drum set that she'll use for a year and a half.
Maybe,
you know,
I didn't know you were a drummer.
Well, that my parents, who, sorry to spoil it, but my parents were Santa. They were like, maybe she'll be a really cool drummer. I wasn't musically inclined, but we still have the drum set, you know.
You seem like a drummer, honestly.
I know. I think I should start it up again.
That's really cool.
You're rad.
Wow.
Or a good, I don't remember like making a Christmas list. It was always just like, I just want clothes and purses.
I did not make a Christmas list for different reasons. I was like, I knew my parents, like they would be like, the gall of you to write down a list of things you want,
Oh no.
No, that was unheard of. The whole like circling things in a magazine and then handing it back to your parents. Are you kidding me? I would be booted out of my house if I tried some shit like that. To hand them a list of things, to make any demands at all of my parents.
These are my demands.
No, are you
the hostage
kidding me?
situation. It's just a list to Santa.
The 80s were a different time.
What I want? Like it's up to me?
My mom would be on the landline phone and she's like, Keanu, Santa's on the phone. It was my dad at work. Santa wants to know if you would like a go-kart. I'd be like, what's that? I'll take a go-kart. That sounds great. Like it was just, they were very haphazard. It wasn't like
wow.
It would be like big gifts that maybe we didn't know that we wanted. But I don't remember writing anything down other than I just want clothes.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with clothes.
One year my dad got me a bunch of like rock tapes and I had asked for a whole bunch of rap tapes, and looking back it was pretty based of him.
Aww,
I wanted like Snoop Dogg and Bone Thugs or whatever, and
I love that. He's like, here's what you think you like. Here's what I like that you'll like later.
He's like, have some Guns N' Roses and Nirvana, and I was like, okay, I didn't ask for that. But it was based. Now looking back at it, like, good job, Dad.
I had an entire Green Day Christmas. My parents or Santa knew I was so into Green Day, and it was every single Green Day. I had a guitar and every Green Day t-shirt you could imagine, like, just hanging up there. Right. They weren't wrapped, they were displayed. It was every single thing. Right. Yeah. It was thoughtful, but no, I never put any of those on my list.
That's cool.
Sweet.
this is something I'll probably tell to a therapist eventually, but I didn't even make a list because I never really even sat down and thought about what I wanted because I knew it just wasn't going to happen. I know that sounds so depressing, but like as a kid, I remember like I wouldn't make a list because like I wouldn't even go through the motion of it. I wouldn't even like really because I could of course rattle off things I wanted but didn't get, but that's only a few things. It's almost like I didn't even go through the practice of thinking about what I wanted because I just knew it wasn't going to happen. That's so depressing. Like, don't even get your hopes up. Don't even go there because like your parents can't afford it and it's going to put them out for you to tell them what you want anyway.
Some people though buy gifts that they would like for people, or some people buy gifts that the people actually want. So maybe your parents were like, skip it. What's that? She'll love this coloring book.
I do love coloring books. Wow.
And also you have imposter syndrome and you feel like undeserved of everything in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder where that came from.
You're Santa.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Santa. Wow. What else did I really want? Everybody had one of these. It was called like a pillow buddy or like a pillow. It's a pillow with a face. I wanted a fucking pillow with a face. Okay. Is that so much to ask for? It had arms and legs too.
And this is why you're like, fuck it. I'll fashion my own pillow pet.
Yeah. This is why I buy a lot of dumb shit as an adult because I'm just like, ooh, I can buy this thing that I want. I'm going to do it.
I had so many phases. They got me a sewing machine one year. And all I could make was pillows. Just pillows. There were so many contraptions and bullshit. Like, it makes no sense.
That's cool.
I would have made you a pillow pet with my shitty sewing.
Was
prowess.
it pillow pal, pillow pet?
Wait till you start buying all this stuff for your kid because you didn't get it. So I have to get them this and I have to get them that.
I've already bought the Bean podcasting equipment. It's going to be so outdated by the time he gets old enough to use it.
There's going to be a Shure mic in his.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
put him to work.
A microphone to his crib. I'll be like, he'll have thoughts. I want to record his first words. Okay.
It works as a camera to make sure he's all right, but also.
Oh my god, I also really wanted an easy bake oven badly. Didn't get that.
I wanted a light bright.
Ooh, yep. Remember light brights? Ugh. Basically any toy that was really popular, I probably wanted and didn't even think I could ask for. Glowworms.
I had a Skip It, a Light Bright, an Easy Bake Oven. I asked for none of them. And I don't mean to brag to you, but they just looked at the list of like, here's what kids want.
Yeah, your parents figured it out.
I just want notebooks. I didn't like baby dolls or anything like that. But yeah, but we're just they're like, okay, here's the list of things that kids, I guess, are liking. Now let's ask her what she wants. Yeah.
At least now, maybe it's easier now because like at least if you're just like using Amazon as an example, you can look. Like I was looking up, like my nephew is 6 or 7 and really into reading. It's like I can look up like, okay, what are good books at this reading level for this age? And you can go like, all right, the kids are reading this. So you can look at the reviews, how popular they are. And because you're not like just taking a shot in the dark.
My 10-year-old has her own Amazon wish list.
Okay, maybe that's that must be the new thing. Like, here, Santa, meaning mom, what's your email? I'll send you my wish list. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I have an Amazon wish list as an adult, but I just set that up. Did I set that up maybe when I did the baby registry? Or maybe before that? I don't know. For just random stuff.
Have you thought about or what's the bean gonna get for Christmas?
Oh my God! Thank you for asking. No, I have bought. Actually, I'm on a little bit of like a German toy kick with him. I bought him the best.
Teach you how to live a life of splendor.
And toys are called The Final Solution. No, they're these really nice, like all wood, like non-toxic. Like I got him a bunch of like you can stacking toys.
I love that. That's so chic.
A German easy bake oven. We got that for him. No.
A wooden oven.
The Jews are not included.
I laughed way too hard at that.
That's not right.
That's not right. Yeah. Yeah, baby's first train set. You get it. You get it. Mine buddy. That's so funny. Oh, you guys are funnier than me.
Mine buddy, mine
Mine
buddy.
buddy, mine buddy.
Mine buddy, yeah.
Yeah, and me. Baby's first tile. Chemistry set. Oh my God. Mine comfy body. What?
Mine comfy.
That's fun. What did I get him? Right, he's not gonna watch this show. These little eggs that you shake them, they have different sounds inside.
Cute.
Oh, he already got this like fun little a turtle with a phone on its back. Like you can like push the buttons.
Instead of a shell,
I'm
or
like, what happened to this? Yeah, well, there is a shell, but in addition to the shell, there's like a phone receiver on the back of the turtle. I should have brought it down. It's so random. I'm like, who would think to combine these two things, a phone and a turtle? But it works.
Someone on drugs, but that's great.
And it like crawls up to him and he goes like, holy shit. He's just anything moving, anything making noise, anything. He loves music. Like he really loves to play the piano. Like he sucks right now. He's bad at playing the piano, but he loves doing it.
Well, yeah, he is only 9 months old, so give him some time.
He hasn't had any
He might be
lessons.
the next, Beethoven.
Yeah,
Bye. She's so German. She goes, he really sucks at the piano.
I whisper into your ear. I'm like, look, Mozart had already written a symphony by your age, so
Loser.
do it. Yeah. What are you wasting your time on? Gosh, what else did I get him? Some jammies. We just weighed him today. He weighs 23.5 pounds.
He's adorable.
He's a
Chunky.
He's so
I like to
chunky.
imagine what he'll be. I think he'll be an athlete, but also is very musical from the piano things you said. And also, I mean, and he's going to be tall and handsome. He's going to be, maybe he'll be a freaking politician. You never know.
Oh God.
Politician that can also play tennis. And maybe he has a musical gene. He obviously likes the noises,
It's true because you do things for like I was really musical in like middle school and high school. I played the clarinet and then the saxophone, and I would do NISMA and I would do like band and stuff, and then I just stopped in high school because it was too heavy to carry that thing like back and forth from home to school. It was so freaking heavy. I would like sit. I remember sitting on my saxophone case waiting for the bus, and then the thing wouldn't really shut because I probably messed it up. But yeah, it's good to be a little musical. So God, what else did I get him? Why can't I remember?
All the
Anything I
German
got
toys ran
Yeah,
together.
I'm into German toys.
Like a Jacob's ladder. I don't know what,
Isn't that something you do with your? No, that's Cat's Cradle. Never mind.
I think it's like this thing that like
Barrel of Monkeys.
Yeah, Barrel of Monkeys is a cute one.
Oh, yeah. I've been doing a lot of like I put this shirt under his belly, like, and I kind of hold him up. You know how like imagine the image of a stork bringing a baby, and it's like in this looping blanket thing.
Another lie they tell children.
Another
Santa
lie.
Gail and you came here from a bird. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been helping him crawl. Like I hold this blanket like under his stomach and I hold it up and like to just take some of the weight off so he can like practice crawling more. So we've been doing that. We've been scooting around. He's really determined, like, is practicing it all the time. Like, he won't even nap because he just wants to,
So
like,
you just put him in like a napkin and like he
yeah.
crawls.
Like, I'll put a little, like, a blanket or a shirt and around his belly, and I'll hold it up, and he'll, like, crawl a little bit easier.
Cute.
He's cute. He likes to rock on all fours because he's, like, getting ready to zip around.
Have you gotten them the little knee guards yet? Like, they kind of look
No.
like socks, but they cover the knees, you know, so they can.
That's a good idea. No, I always have him in, like, little pants. So
I
I
was
need to get
obsessed with them with my second child.
knee guards. Okay.
Cute.
That is so cute. I'm worried about, like, baby proofing. Like, what if there's just a random staple on the floor?
Yeah, they're constantly trying to kill themselves.
Yeah. Like, I have to start vacuuming more, I think. Oh, I'm nervous.
No,
So,
don't
yeah.
be nervous. You'll be just fine. He's resilient. If anything, he's strong and resilient.
Aw.
They bounce.
What else did I get him? Yeah, just like a lot of just like random toys that I forget what they do now.
They're all just
I remember the turtle with the phone, and they're stacking toys, musical toys. Oh, I got him a bunch of new bath toys because
he
he almost
loves the bath toys and
he
the
almost-
bath books and
Yes, he loves to read bath books and chew on them. And yeah, God, now now's the time where I start thinking I didn't buy people enough stuff. I start
Please
to panic.
stop it. Enough. No.
I do the same thing.
Right? Because you just go, what did I get? You forget.
We have to have a present limit though, because
Yeah.
we noticed in the past years, like the kids would get bored with unwrapping gifts, and like that's
Oh my,
worse.
I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't do that anymore.
Little Chrissy getting bored. Oh my God. Because if I see that, I will smack the gift out of their hand. I'll be like, guess what? Guess where these are going? Away.
Incinerator.
Yeah, I'm going to burn them in front of you. I'm going to burn them in the yard or just back up
are
to
you
the
guys
attic for a
cold?
year. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, do you have somewhere to be? Is this not fun? Getting a bunch of free shit? What are you, a migrant? You ingrate? Oh.
Yeah.
Wraith, Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, I already did that. That's why I'm triggered. Roman Nation, I challenge you to a game of Crossfire. You'll get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire. Deranged Lunatic. Chrissy, I did get you a Tamagotchi. Yes, I still have it. I still have it wrapped up. It's going to be a display piece. Sam, does Bean fit in his Bucky Letterman jacket yet? Yes, it's about that time. I was gonna put it on him today, actually, but I think I'll do it tomorrow.
It's a Letterman jacket. That's
Sam
so
got the Bean like a red and white Bucky's Letterman jacket.
Like the gas station, Bucky's?
Mm-hmm.
It's more than a gas station.
It's so much more than a gas station. It's a
I
way of
didn't know
life.
either. It's like a TJ Maxx 7-Eleven.
Oh my
awesome.
God,
It's,
Gina, you
heaven.
must. Next time you're in Texas, make your way to a Bucky's.
I think we
didn't
just
know
got
either.
our own here in Colorado. I need to go.
Oh my God, you're in Colorado? What do you think of all the fucking migrants taking over the apartment buildings and holding people hostage and shit like that?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you can definitely tell that the city has changed. I went by the same street corner today, and there was a migrant woman with her 2 children on the side. And I know, that can be anywhere, anybody, but it's a lot here. And they jump on your cars and they want to do the squeegee stuff. And it's just, been
I
a
hate
big
the squeegee
cultural
thing.
shift.
Oh, yikes.
One time in Las Vegas, my dad reamed out. Well, that's not the right choice of words. He yelled at a squeegee man. We were at a gas station, and a guy came up to the car and started squeegeeing. He's like, "Get the fuck away!" Like,
Yeah, I don't like
Get
it
out
either.
and stay out.
Yeah.
You hear?
At the time, I thought he was being a bit harsh, but now I completely understand.
I am from South Carolina. I think it's even weird when, I'm in New Jersey and somebody wants to pump the gas. I'm like, what do you mean? I can't get out barefoot and pump the gas by myself. Like
I could do it
they're like,
myself.
Like, no, I think it's like, please don't touch the vehicle.
Wow. Interesting. So I feel like I asked you this maybe at earlier time, Gina, but do you live close-ish, or have you been to the Aurora area?
Yeah, I live pretty close to Aurora, but I don't really ever go there. So I just left
Wow.
Denver a year and a half ago. I lived in downtown Denver for 7 years, and now I live I was about to say where I live, and I haven't told anybody since I moved where I live.
Okay. And now you're in this other place.
I'm south of Denver, so
Okay.
in Arapahoe County. I'm fine with saying that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
K-Max says Chrissy Hawk Tool Girl might be done. Apparently, she did some cryptocurrency scam that harmed her followers. Might be easy to find in the news. Oh, we heard about this.
Did hear about that.
We heard about the Hawk Tua scam.
She hid for like 2 weeks, but she just released a statement, I think.
She did. She broke her silence. Let's see here.
Nothing special, but
ooh. What sort of silence did she break? Because I remember on Twitter I saw it. Everybody's like, "Did you enjoy your sleep?" She said, "I'm going to bed," and then that was it for a long time. I mean, I'm sure it was her handlers. I can't imagine she's some kind of crypto genius. Haley Welch, better known as Hawk Tool Girl, is pretty much exclusively known for talking, but has been silent for more than 2 weeks following the collapse of the branded meme coin Hawk. Well, Welch is back, though not in front of a mic. Instead, she's issued a very lawyerly statement following the news that took a class action lawsuit has been filed against the team responsible for Hawk and its unceremonious but extremely predictable crash. I take the situation. We have this girl's ass on camera here. I take the situation extremely seriously and want to address my fans, the investors who have been affected, and the broader community. Welch said, "I am fully cooperating with and am committed to assisting the legal team representing the individuals impacted, as well as to help uncover the truth, hold the responsible parties accountable, and resolve this matter." Some big, "we're all trying to find the guy who did this" vibes coming from the latter part of her statement. It's been a minute since Welch, who completely inexplicably rode a single viral moment of TikTok fame to internet stardom, has spoken about, well, anything. Up until December 4th, she went about her usual business, which included posting episodes of her Talk to a podcast and heavily promoting Hawk Coin at just about every turn on Twitter. Once Hawk was officially launched, the bottom seemed to fall out. Hawk launched on December 4th at 5 p.m. Eastern. According to analysis from TRM Labs, it had an initial market cap of $490. Within a matter of hours, the value plummeted by 91%, and the market cap dropped to $41.7 million. I don't know what the fuck any of this means. About 10 days later, the value of the token was essentially zero. Welch and the team at Over Here Limited, which was responsible for creating the Hawk coin, hopped on a Twitter space stream the night of the launch to explain what happened, and it went poorly. Crypto scam reporter and YouTuber CoffeeZilla got on a mic and called out the creators for allegedly selling a sizable chunk of the tokens to insiders before launch, only while releasing 3% to the public for trading, as well as paying themselves high transaction fees. The result looked a lot like a rug pull that saw a bunch of Hawk Tua fans left holding the bag. The whole thing was pretty confrontational and somehow ended when Welch just decided she was zonked and needed to say, "Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow." Welch said and left the space, and that was the last anyone heard from her. Fittingly, she has just returned just one day after a Hawk investor filed a class action lawsuit against the Over Here team that created the meme coin. They claim to have collectively lost 151 grand, which is a bummer, but also means they put 151 grand into a meme coin built around Hawk Tool Girl. So, no one deserves to lose their money, but did any of them think about putting it in an IRA or something? Anyway, Welch is not currently named as a defendant in the suit. In fact, she's working with Berwick Law, which is representing the investors who got scammed. Welch has maintained the entire time she wasn't trying to fleece her fans, which at least seems plausible despite posting the tokenomics of the coin. It seems unlikely that she really understood what was happening with the whole thing. Yeah, I doubt she had any clue. But she did allegedly net 125 grand for just promoting the coin and probably was not all that scrupulous when considering the most likely outcome for anyone unfortunate enough to throw some cash at that thing.
That thing.
Throw some cash at that thing.
This is why I'm happy that I'm stupid when it comes to crypto, because even if I had money, would not put it in something like a Haktua coin.
Crazy stupid.
Mm-hmm. You know what I do? Buy a nice
I
purse.
don't even understand how it works. Yeah. Wild.
I don't either. Every
What
time
a
Filthy
luxury to be able to understand how it works.
Right.
Like,
What a luxury to be able to throw money at something and you don't know what it is, where it's going, if it'll come back.
mm-hmm.
When I like to spend money, I like to put it in my mouth, chew it and swallow it, or put it in have a bag, something I can see and do something with.
Exactly.
Romanation. Chrissy Mayr wanted mystery date, 10 points for the movie that's from. What? I don't know what you're saying.
The game mystery date for a Christmas present.
Oh, mystery date. Is that a board game?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know why.
I don't know what movie that's from. Chat, can you answer him? What's up, treasure boys? Does he fit into or has he grown out of his Bucky's onesie? Yes! Treasure, I think the treasure hunt guys sent him a Bucky's, like a little Bucky's costume. He was when I put it on for him, he was busting out of it.
Frank posted a photo of him in a jersey of some sort, and it looks like he's a punk rocker with the light on his hair. Did you see it?
So cute.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yes, somebody sent us a jersey of I'll show it's fine. Joey Votto, who's a Cincinnati Red. Da bean.
He's so cute. But the second photo, his hair?
What about his hair?
Do you see the orange in it? That it looks orange.
Oh, it's just the sunlight.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. It looks like he's
a
either
little back of his head, a little neck.
Cute.
Oh,
it looks like a side orange mohawk of some sort.
Can we look at his little toes, like grabbing onto the chair? Because this is the nursing chair, and I was like rocking it back and forth.
Sweet.
Look at his little toes. Oh, his little head. I just want to kiss it.
Am I wrong? That looks like you dyed the back of his hair.
So I dyed the back of his hair. Big deal.
I love it.
It's like a little Trump come over thing going on there.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like a sort of a Trump wig.
So cute.
It's adorable.
Oh, I want to bite his feet. Oh, I never want to get teeth. Oh.
He's so cute.
So yeah, wait till he bites you.
He is biting me currently.
With teeth?
Biting with his gums.
Oh,
if you're happy and you know it, punch your end.
Yep. When he's nursing and he gets bored, he's like, hum. And I'm like, wow.
No, and he goes,
he punches, he scratched me right before the show. And I was like, I think I'm bleeding right here.
He's strong.
He's constantly hitting me, constantly scratching. I'm constantly clipping his nails. He's cute.
He hits you because he loves you, Chrissy.
Mm-hmm. The best is when he just grabs my face. He's like, and then he'll stick a finger in my mouth, or he'll stick a finger up my nose. It's cute. Oh. Don't call them migrants. Let's call them legals. But they're not. They're illegals. Okay. We talked about the Haktua. We talked about.
Did you hear about? Now Blake Lively is suing. Remember when we were talking about Blake Lively being horrible in interviews from the movie It Ends With Us. She's suing the director and lead actor in it now. If you didn't hear about it, it's a breaking story.
See if you can find an article about that. I found a moon shoes.
Moon shoes. Much funnier than one.
Hold on.
Moon shoes, mid-powered anti-gravity shoes, moon shoes.
I don't
Look
remember
how much
those.
fun they're having. Looks like they're having a
This-
great time.
No, this looks like a insane clown posse meetup. I don't like it at all. They don't look like they work. Maybe your parents were like, she doesn't need these. They're stupid. Skip it is a part of the American fabric. Moon shoes were not. Oh, you can jump rope in your moon shoes? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, look. Having moon shoes means you're gonna make friends that have moon shoes. You're gonna be able to do jump rope in the moon shoes.
You're not making the right friends. This is the moon shoes.
They came in black and pink. Wow. They look really cool.
There's a reason that no one knows what these are, and that's because they were a farce.
I know what
and
they are.
Probably got recalled.
Gravity, jump to the moon. It's a necessity.
And they look unsafe.
Wow, I would have totally been doing cartwheels in the moon shoes.
You can do a cartwheel thing.
You know who did have them though? There was like someone who I thought was like a rich girl who was a couple blocks down. She was the daughter of one of my mom's friends. Turns out like they weren't really rich. Like her mom she just had moon shoes and a hypercolor shirt. And I was like, she's rich.
How much could these have possibly costed?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Fealty says moon shoes are on sale for $33 currently on Amazon. Currently on sale for $33 on Amazon. What? What am I gonna wear these now? The time is they are $33, but they won't get here till after Christmas.
They listen, be normal, have a pogo stick. Okay. At least that takes some
wow.
I was just wear the moon shoes while you're doing skip it. That could be a dream come true.
Oh, that's an ER trip waiting to happen.
It sounds incredibly unsafe.
Skip it, but the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. Try to beat your very best score. See if you can jump a whole lot more.
I can't believe you remember that song.
It traumatized her.
Clearly.
It sucks. It also hurts when you don't jump over it. It swings
and
around.
It clocks you.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say I did get rollerblades as a kid, and that was like my favorite. I like wore those down to the nub. I think I had a couple weeks where I just refused to take them off. I just was like, no, I'll travel by rollerblade. Thank you.
And that is your prerogative.
Like I'll wear them into the car wherever we're going.
Yeah, I crashed out so bad on mine.
Oh no.
I wore it like one time. That was it. I don't even remember what happened after that. I was like, I'm never putting them on again.
Oh.
Rollerblades too. There were 4 of them under the tree. And then yeah, none of us, I mean, it didn't take.
They were fun. I would go like up and down the block. Yeah, it was fun. And I got really good at it. And I would go to how like sometimes people would have parties at Hot Skates, which was like the local skating rink. And I could do that thing that like crossing your legs over each other while you turn. I was like really good at that like hockey players can do.
Have you ever ice skated?
Yeah.
You probably could.
I'm like meh at that. But I could roll the blade with the best of them.
I love that.
Moon shoes were recalled due to breaking kids' ankles.
That's what I was saying. You could tip your little ankle over and then you'll see bone. Yeah.
Well. Looky here. The deadly truth behind moon shoes, aka mini trampolines for your feet. They
Okay,
still look
yeah,
really
it's not
cool, though.
it's certainly not deadly, probably. I mean, that's but you could break an ankle.
The year is 1992, and all the kids in your neighborhood are having a garden party. Nope, I don't know that. But here's the catch. You're supposed to bring your own trampoline. Enter moon shoes. Oh. They do look like kind of an eyesore.
Chrissy, they're an eyesore. They look like the buckets like people like carry around in case the world ends or something.
Oh my god, you're right. They look like the meal buckets.
Yeah, they look like, it's got stuff for the end of the world
like
in it.
Prepare with compound media.
Prepare for the end of the world with these
This
shoes.
is the end of the world food bucket.
Yes, and then just break them open with the hammer on the side, and then you'll live for the next,
yeah. Looks like there's pudding and dried eggplant parm inside.
Exactly. Well, yeah, why do they look like survival buckets? Terrible.
Oh, wow. Okay, then came Nickelodeon in 1992, debuting a child-friendly version on Double Dare, which we also didn't have. And then it became a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Oh, because of Nickelodeon.
So, you know what? Maybe your parents were more concerned for your ankles and your health.
Yeah,
and
right.
knew
They were
that
just
these
cheap.
would be safe. Right.
I don't know if they were cheap. They just couldn't afford it or didn't want to buy it. It's
They're
fine.
$33 now, and they must have been cheaper then.
The shoes carry a maximum weight of 130 pounds. Well, that's out until I get back to my pre-baby weight. Well, I'm just going to go jump off a cliff.
And then what happens if you're over 130 pounds?
The bands snap.
They have no ankle. It's not enough support. So then what happens? I don't understand it.
Look, it says you could make your inner child happy just by getting your feet into a pair of these.
Scary.
And a sketchy solution to ADHD. Jump around in these.
It would help I need these for my ADHD. It's good with proprioception, the sensory inputs we provide to our muscles and joints to tell us about our movements. Aided by these shoes is an essential ingredient for children with sensory processing disorder. Maybe I have that. Wow. Look how much fun they're having.
No, they look like this looks wrong. Something is amiss. They can't jump that high in these. No, number one. Number two, they're not made right. They're not protecting their ankles. They land one wrong way. You know, when you're on like a platform sort of sandal, one wrong move.
Yeah, that's true.
You're goodbye to your ankles.
Oh,
so let's put children in these.
Yeah, yes. if you don't land flat on these things, woof.
Yeah, exactly. They're topsy-turvy, falling around all the time. Your parents were doing you a favor. They saw the health risk.
I guess.
They did.
I'm still annoyed. Why didn't they just tell me that? Why didn't they just be like, look, we know you really want the moon shoes, but we are concerned you'll sprain an ankle and you won't be able to do, you know what? Here I will say they did pay for me to go to gymnastics lessons. They did. Mm-hmm. All right, I take it back a little bit. They did pay for me to go to a diving camp one summer, which I really wanted to go to.
See?
Yeah, all right. They focused on sports.
Never have a kid, but if it asked me for this stupid bucket to put on their foot, I would say no. What else do you want? Absolutely not. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and you'll look like an idiot. That's what I would say. I would tell them wholeheartedly, even if they were a baby. I would say.
And they did one summer send me to a gymnastics camp.
See? Right.
That was like during the day.
Where you had trampolines abundant, right? Probably.
That was the best. Oh my God. Going to those 2 camps was like the best part of my childhood.
Well, see, there you go. They invested in something that you could learn, not moon shoes that have been recalled
and
for their awfulness.
Being involved in sports did put me on a path for success and gave me discipline.
Right.
Fine.
They knew.
We didn't have cable, and I didn't have my moon shoes. It's fine. It's fine. I'm doing great now.
It made you go to the focus on things. Right? No cable, no moon shoes. But we'll send her to gymnastics camp.
Yeah.
Maybe she could make it into something. We'll send her to diving. They invested in your future.
Simpcast is now devolved into some sort of therapy show. Thank you. Thank you for coming along. Jeremy Parker says Kiki is hysterical tonight and very cute as always.
Why, thank you, Jeremy.
Jeremy is one of our regulars. Well, I'm glad I really talked that through. I feel better now.
Yeah. Do you want to break an ankle?
No, and I did sprain my ankle many times in gymnastics just from like.
You would have snapped like a twig in those moon shoes.
Actually, I had a trick ankle. I would often just like fall just standing around. It would just kick, it would act up and I would just be on the ground.
Does
I
it
thought
make
that was
sense
gonna
now
go
why
different.
they didn't want to get you the moon
Yeah, maybe
shoes?
they knew about the trick ankle and they didn't want to aggravate it.
I don't know. Our daughter just seems to fall down randomly. Maybe we don't get her something like this.
Because I got it kind of jacked up from doing gymnastics, which is partially why I switched to diving, because it's less impact on the joints.
You know what else? It also makes sense for the skip it. Everything you wanted it to do with your ankles and feet, and they were doing you the best that they could. They're like, we don't want to tell her you're weird and you just fall down because your ankles are weak. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get her the training, the proper training to jump on trampolines. We're gonna get her the proper training to dive. And
I don't want
skip
you to be
through
right.
the-
I don't want you to be right about this, Kiana.
I'm not. You know what? Listen, I'm not a therapist or a psychologist, but I see it like I see. What else? Was there anything that you
Was
had
the
to do with your
cable?
hands
Was
that you
having
didn't do?
cable bad for my ankles too?
You might see the other children with skip-its and moon shoes. And might not stay focused.
Do you think it feels good asking people for years what the hell was Double Dare? What the hell is Salute Your Shorts? That's
know what-
embarrassing. And all those people had pillow pals.
I don't know why they didn't get you a pillow with a face on it. I cannot tell you. That remains
fine,
to be
it's fine.
seen.
This is why the holidays are an emotional time for some people. Not me, of course. I'm doing great and holding it together.
You're perfect.
My
Darling.
enemy.
Let me ask you this: would you be
sounds like
terrified?
a
Would you
fucking
be?
type of trans person. Oh, I'm sorry. My pronouns. I'm a pillow person.
Would you be terrified? So, say you gave the bean a baby skip it. Would you ever allow him to have that?
Yeah. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it.
What if he and then he fell down and broke his little ankle?
Oh no. Oh, I don't want him to break anything. Although, you know what? I'd never broke any bones as a kid or an adult.
No, see, and his bones are strong with all the milk you give him. So,
knock on wood. I used to say that all the time, and I broke my wrist 3 years ago.
Oh, no.
Don't say
I've
that.
fallen and broken a few fingers in my drunkener days, I guess.
I should do. Yeah, I'm knocking on wood.
He's not going to break a bone, but yeah, I'd be like, yeah, this thing doesn't. Let a toy be around for like 10, 15 years, and then if it's safe, I'll give it to my child. Right.
Aw. Jeremy Parkhurst. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Let's hope in the coming New Year, Biden puts himself out on the lawn for Halloween to scare people. Oh my goodness. He's going to curl up with a warm glass of Metamucil and fade away.
I know.
The
What a life.
Yeah.
He could be croaked by that time.
Yeah.
Then that will scare the crows away. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were pillow pets. They were pillow pets.
That remains.
We don't want to see a commercial of this. Why do we have to wallow in my childhood trauma any more than we should?
To the pillow pets.
Oh, the pillow pets! It's a pet. Hey, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these are pillow pets. I'm talking about pillows with faces and arms and legs. These are pets. Cumbersome.
Oh God.
They wouldn't let me have one of these either.
Oh, they're machine washable and dryable. Like the
A lot of
pillow.
room. Yeah, this is my pillow for kids. Is a pillow pet.
Pillow pet is made of ultra soft, high quality chenille fabric. The
Chenille?
heavy duty stitching ensures your very own pillow pets.
I'll reframe it like this. Maybe your parents didn't want you to look like a loser.
It's not a pillow pet. It's a pillow pal. They had faces, arms,
So
and
they
legs.
were human pillows?
They were humanoid. They were human-esque. You guys, if you
creepy.
No, some of them were had eyes at half mast. They had floppy arms and legs, and it was like a shape of a pillow, but it had a face drawn on it. Pillow people. Thank you. It's pillow people.
I'm sure this
Pillow
is far less disturbing.
I feel like I've talked about the pillow people before. Yeah, they look it's a little scary. I just really wanted one. Pillow
According to
people.
Pillow Person.
I'm a pillow person. I remember this one.
Jesus Christ. I already understand.
Yep, I had a friend. $399. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
Vintage pillow person. Look at this one. And this is the one I wanted because my friend Jamie Horowitz had this one. Wow, the ability to recall names of people from grammar school.
What is that cartoon?
$100 for this vintage pillow person. It's the Window Rattler from 1985.
This is from a cartoon. Something about.
Is it?
A book. Isn't it?
If I had one of these, guess what? I'd be sitting on a pretty pile of cash right now.
Guess what? Also, why does it look like a person is sitting outside of someone's window?
Creepy. It's a little stalker.
Right. Hello, child. I'm outside your window.
You had popples? McGuinevere, I had a popple. Pop the day away, popples. I think that's how it went. Wow. The window pillow person. That's like a core memory. I think I should probably go to bed.
Someone buy it for her.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't do it. Ask Penny says, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I love you all. Love you too, Ask Pennies.
I love it.
Thank you, Ask Pennies. Sturgeon.
What's a popple?
A popple is like a creature that folds into itself. It's it folds into a ball and then it pops out. It has a pouch on its either back or front. And then you can, you know how you roll two socks together into a ball? That's kind of what you can do with his pouch. You can just fold it into a ball with a head, basically.
Function? It's a person that just rolls into itself.
It's a bear. It's like a creature. Popple, pop the day away. Ugh, some of them look really weird. You missed some of this, Kiki.
I know. I
right.
didn't like toys.
I have a Popples tutorial. Hold on. Sturgeon says they had pillow pets at Dollar Tree by my house, and this lady walked by with a cart full of them and said, "They have pillow pets here." I wish that lady could have been me, but it wasn't. Jeremy Parker's pillow people were recalled because they came to life at night and attacked the children.
I agree. Probably. Why would there be a weird stuffed animal that looked like a person standing outside of a child's window? I don't really understand it.
Popples.
So they were little stuffed animal toys.
Oh, I remember those.
Drawing point of them was that you could roll them up
on the
into a
back.
ball, and when you unrolled them, it turned into a popple. They had fuzzy hair and
They
fuzzy
had a
tails. This
show
one
to
was
go
a
with
little beat up when I
this.
found it. But the main fun of these was rolling them into the ball and then unrolling them over and over again.
Okay.
Popples. It's Popples. There was a show and everything where they all came out at once and they were in a Goodwill and they were like, we have to go to the Goodwill to get the Popples. Remember that show? Okay. I'm going to land this plane.
I will definitely look it up.
Keanu, what is coming up for you? Where can people find you?
I will be streaming from the Dominican Republic starting tomorrow until through Christmas. And it's just Keanu C. Thompson. Follow me on and Keanu Cast. Go and listen to Keanu Cast wherever you find your podcasts, and follow me on the YouTube and Twitter and Instagram.
I love it. Deranged Lunatic wanted Rock'em Sock'em robots and never got them. So he and I are kindred spirits in this manner.
Well, maybe it promotes violence. You see?
Maybe you had weak ankles too, and your parents wanted to save you from something. Roman Nation, Milo and Laura Loomer need to get with Dana White already. It would make millions. Oh man, people would come out and see that. It's funny. Do we want to watch the Pill People commercial, or do we want to call it a night?
Oh, how long could it be? Just
Fealty, stop finding these things. It's like you're opening up an old wound.
Okay, it's already bad. I don't know what to.
Pillow people are lovable. Pillow people are wonderful.
Yes!
Sit and talk.
This pillow person.
Play with me.
Watch TV.
It's hug them tight and always right. Pillow people are huggable. Pillow people are lovable. Pillow people are wonderful. Wonderful things.
Pillow people are each sold
Hello,
separately from Irwin.
people.
That's adorable.
One of them looked like it had a black eye. Can you explain that?
No, we can't.
This pillow person is a victim of domestic abuse.
Right.
Hold on.
It's like the things of like how you feel. Are you feeling like this pillow person abused? Are you feeling like this
Wait a
pillow
second.
person happy?
The stalker pillow
Wait a minute.
person.
Why on it?
In the window. That wasn't right. Yeah. Creepy. Pillow people are wonderful. Pillow people are filled with
Hold on. Why won't this stop? Okay, my God, it was another window.
No.
Because we need
They should just as a rule of thumb, you don't make a toy that looks like somebody looking at your child through a window. Just I like I'm not a member of I don't have stalking.
Right, they're normalizing stalking.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, that's so funny, Keanu. Gina. Hoke. Hoke. Tell the people how to pronounce your name, where to find you, what's coming up.
I'm Gina Hoke, and you can check me out on Twitter is where I'm at mostly these days. I don't really get on my other social medias anymore.
Because the other ones are shitty compared to Twitter.
Pointless.
What's the point?
Yes.
No, Deranged Lunatic, there will be no more rapping streams. I have wrapped them all, basically, except for a couple things. I'm up at 8 night doing that. Thank you. This was a weird show. We went to a weird place. Thank you guys for watching. We will probably be doing a Simpcast next weekend. Yeah, that'll be the 29th. Well, shoot. No, we're not. It's Gino's birthday show.
It's true. Yes. Come out to Rodney's comedy club if you're in the New York area.
Rodney's next Sunday. What time is the show?
I'm a terrible wife. I don't remember.
Probably 8.
Around 8.
Probably
Yeah.
typical show time. Okay, cool. Yeah, then shoot. Maybe I'll do something. Tomorrow we're having a Frankie McDonald Christmas show stream at 11 p.m. Eastern. All are welcome. All right, maybe I'll do some kind of stream before the new year. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for simping. We love you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.